Offensive and defensive starting lineups. First of all, for the Norwich Cadets of Coach Sean McIntyre. Again, 6-3 overall, 5-0 in league play. The Eastern Collegiate Football Conference, starting at wide receiver, number 87, Alan McCarthy, a 5'10", 170-pound junior. At left tackle, number 59, Chris Marden, a 6'1", 242-pound junior. At left guard, number 67, Chris Madden, 6 foot, 235-pound junior. At center, number 52, Rob Sturgis, 6'2", 240-pound sophomore. At right guard, number 61, Don Hanai, a 6 foot, 273-pound junior. At right tackle, number 79, John Thomas, 6'6", 375-pound junior. At tight end, number 98, Dan Pellegrini, 5'11", 200-pound junior. At quarterback, number 14, Chris Sabrin, a 5'10", 176-pound freshman. Chris Sabrin played his high school ball at BFA of St. Albans, and he was a member of the Vermont Shrine team here in 2009. Several of his Shrine teammates are playing for Castleton, and we'll mention a couple of them coming up here. And again, Chris Sabrin at quarterback for Norwich. At running back, Andrew Fulford, number 30, a 5'8", 183-pound sophomore. At slot back, Kevin Ober, a 5'8", 188-pound senior. Number 8, Kevin Ober. And a wide receiver, Emilio Martinez, number 3, 5'11", 208-pound junior. For the Norwich Cadets on the defense, at defensive end, number 55, Reza Afsarmanish, a 5'10", 235-pound senior. He is number 55, number 97 at nose tackle, Zach Sikorsky, a 6'2", 280-pound junior. At defensive end, number 58, Brandon Flower, a 5'6", 225-pound sophomore. At linebacker, number 40, Joseph Gumberowitz, 6 foot, 198-pound sophomore. At linebacker, number 49, Dan Reel, 5'11", 206-pound senior. At linebacker, continuing on with the cadet starting defensive unit, number 51, Rocco D'Amico, a 5'11", 215-pound senior. At linebacker, number 21, Mike Orenberger, 5'11", 212-pound junior. At cornerback, number 28, Dan Wild, a 5'9", 178-pound senior. At safety, number 37, Charles Stiles, 5'7", 186-pound sophomore. Also at safety, number 26, Donovan Brown, 5'9", 210-pound senior. And at cornerback, number 25, Jeremy Little, 5'6", 155-pound sophomore. For the Castleton State College Spartans, the Spartans under first-year coach Rich Alercio, obviously a lot of firsts for Castleton. This is their first year. The Spartans here at Spartan Stadium. Castleton at 1-4 in league play, 3-5 overall for the Spartans offensively. Starting at left tackle, number 68, Jeremy Anderson, a 6'3", 295-pound freshman. At left guard, number 77, Ron Daigle, a 6 foot, 295-pound freshman. At center, number 55, Phil Hall, 6 foot, 255-pound sophomore. At right guard, number 66, Tom Manley, 5'10", 268-pound freshman. At right tackle, number 64, Pat Meyer, 5'11", 245-pound freshman. At tight end, number 86, Adam Farmer, 6'5", 206-pound freshman. At wide receiver, number 8, Mike Jabor, 6 foot, 170-pound junior. At wide receiver, number 15, Evan Cassidy, 6'2", 175-pound freshman. At fullback, number 39, Tyler Carpenter, who rushed for 298 yards last week in the come-from-behind victory over Becker, a 5'11", 197-pound freshman. He's out of Fort Edward, New York. At tailback, the captain, number 44, Randy Babineau, playing his final collegiate football game here this afternoon. He's out of Milton, 5'11", 170-pound senior. And the quarterback is Shane Brzezowski, a 6 foot, 196-pound freshman. Brzezowski was the offensive rookie player of the week in the conference last week. Tyler Carpenter was the offensive player of the week. And again, in the aforementioned thrilling come-from-behind victory for Castleton over Becker, a game that we had for you on the audio cast on the Northeast Sports Network. Starting linebacker for the Spartans, Brian Ayers, 6 foot, 189-pound sophomore. Also at linebacker, number 40, Dustin Young, 5'10", 221-pound sophomore. Also at linebacker, number 50, Zach Dames, 5'9", 229-pound freshman. At corner, number 22, Tom Raiders, 5'11", 178-pound sophomore. Number 6, the strong safety, is Brandon Bergeron, another member of the Vermont Shrine team, a 5'9", 150-pound freshman. At free safety, another member of the Vermont Shrine team this past year, number 27, Cody Tancredi out of Windsor, 6'2", 195-pounder. He is a freshman. And a cornerback, number 17, Preston Jones, 6 foot, 170-pound freshman. So there you have it, the starting lineups offensively and defensively for the Norwich Cadets and the Castleton Spartans. As we look down below in the field, the sun breaking through the overcast skies here at Spartan Stadium. A crisp November afternoon, nice day for football for sure. And the band awaiting the arrival back on the field of the Castleton State College Spartans. And this is all for the Maple Sap Bucket.
Oh, can you believe it? Jack, can you believe we're here? I mean, this is just amazing. We've gone through a whole season, the first season of Castleton football. The sun gods have looked on us for the majority of the season with one bad day here a couple weeks back. But for the most part, it's been a great season for Castleton. 3 wins on the year. And here we are at the Maple Sap Bucket Bowl. I'm telling you, it doesn't get any better for this, for anybody, if you are a Castleton or just a football fan in general, to see football, college football, alive and well in the Rutland region. In Vermont as a whole, the state system has finally got a football team back. How wonderful is all of this?
Well, it's pretty good stuff. And we mentioned the first college football game with 2 in-state rivals since Norwich and Middlebury, last played in 1991.
1991, you know, and how sad is that, you know, they couldn't keep that together. I know they went to different divisions, but still, to keep that rivalry intact was so important. But here, we filled the void. Castleton steps up. David Walk puts this program together, puts this whole facility together, and here we go.
Well, one of the reasons is Middlebury obviously in the NESCAC,
right.
and the NESCAC did not want to have out-of-conference opponents. Number one, they only wanted their teams to play 8 games.
Yeah, play within themselves, which is fine. It's just too bad that both those schools couldn't find a way to play. But, you know, it's okay. Here we are.
And I had the pleasure of being at Becker last week on the audio cast. Castleton now 3-5, 1-4 in the league. Enters today's game coming off that exciting 49-44 victory at Becker. The Spartans led 14-0. Becker reeled off 21 unanswered points to take a 21-14 lead. Castleton trailed 44-43 with 2:21 remaining in the game. But freshman quarterback Shane Brzezowski orchestrated a 7-play, 60-yard drive over a minute and 32 seconds to lead Castleton to the comeback win. Brzezowski capped the game-winning drive with a 7-yard touchdown pass to backup tight end Anthony Sims. You know the story on Anthony Sims. He's out of Ludlow, and his high school, of course, Black River in Ludlow. No football team. He had never played high school football. This is his first year of football, and he was the hero in that victory, one of the many heroes for Castleton last week. The win was Castleton's first against an ECFC opponent, as Brzezowski was 18 of 32, 241 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Castleton, by the way, far and away the league's leading passing team, averaging 201.5 yards per game through the air. Brzezowski leads the league in most passing categories, including yards per game, 196.4, touchdowns with 8, total yards, 1,571, completions, 128, and a completion percentage, 55.7%. Also enjoying a big day last week, we've already mentioned Tyler Carpenter, the youngster out of Fort Edward, New York, just over the line here. Carpenter, who owns the first touchdown in Castleton history, also wrote the Spartan record book last week. The freshman rushed 37 times, 298 yards, 3 touchdowns, a 25-yarder, 22 yards, and 7 yards. And Carpenter also caught 2 passes for 49 yards, giving him 347 all-purpose yards on 39 touches for an 8.9 yards per touch average. He currently ranks 2nd in the league in yards per game, averaging 102 yards.
You know, you talk about that prolific passing game that Castleton brings to the table, and you know, I don't believe Norwich, in our pregame story, has seen what Castleton's going to do with the football and the passing level. So it could be interesting. You know, Norwich is a great football team. They've got their ticket punched to the final. They don't need to win this game. Obviously, they want to bring home the Maple Sap Bucket. We all know how important that is.
Well, it'll become more important as we go along today. Sure. The Maple Sap Bucket is...
Have you seen it?
Oh,
Isn't it beautiful?
It sure is.
Bronze, it's absolutely lovely. We'll see it after the game on the field.
It's been on display here in the concourse, the front lobby here at Spartan Stadium just about most of the year.
Yes. And here come the Spartans.
Funny, you and I were here at Castleton back in February of 2008. That's the day that here come the Spartans. Led by number 44, Randy Babineau. He'll be playing his final collegiate game. Randy Babineau, the captain for the Spartans. We mentioned back in February of 08, the first press conference, President David Walk announcing that Rich Alurcio out of the state of New Jersey would be the first head coach in Castleton history. He was introduced that historic day. I can remember it. You were there as well, Chris. It was one of those crystal clear February afternoons we get in Vermont where it's like 20 below zero and never warmed up all day. And we had about 3 feet of snow on the ground, and it was just a terrific day. And it seemed like
a lifetime ago.
As we told Rich, of course, we talked to him several times per week. It seemed like the football season would be forever to get here, and here it is almost over. And it's hard to believe.
Hard to believe that we've come to this. This is the climax of the season for Castleton, playing for the Maple Sap Bucket Bowl. Oh, this is going to be great.
And as you can see, coming across the way, that's just beyond the brand new baseball field here, adjacent to Spartan Stadium, the football and soccer, lacrosse, and field hockey field here. And by the way, we will be here on NSN for the video cast of the NAC Championship tomorrow.
Yeah, women's soccer.
And women's soccer will be on shortly before noon.
Castleton with a great opportunity.
Jeremy Jackson is with us. His dad, Tom, who I work with for many years. And also Dick Nordmeyer out of Hubbardton, former college football player at the University of Illinois and a teammate. I was going to say.
Oh, they're waiting for the flyby.
Yeah, we are waiting for the flyby. I don't want to miss that.
No.
Teammate of Ray Nitschke, by the way, the University of Illinois. Let's take a look.
There it is. There's the flyby.
There's the flyby. It looked like two Vermont Army National Guard helicopters, medium-speed flyover Lakota helicopters. I'm chuckling because Jeremy's putting his hands up in the air, so where to go? Actually, I saw it on the screen, but I didn't see it for real here.
No.
What happened to
well,
him?
our vantage point won't allow you to see it like that.
Because we have the roof overhanging and went kind of over us here.
But nonetheless, it did happen. Trust me, Jeremy, it did happen.
You know, we were going to mention his dad here with the national anthem, but that's Randy Babineau, number 44, out at midfield for the coin toss here.
Absolutely.
And the co-captains for Norwich, number 26, Donovan Brown, and number 28, Dan Wild. There they are as the sun shines. There we go. We have the helicopter going over now. We can take a quick glance at that. Here they are, the two helicopters straight above. We got one of them right there.
There's two of them. Got to get it up a little higher, girls. There you go.
There we go.
Now you can see them.
They are Lakota helicopters.
I would imagine they come out of Camp Johnson up in Burlington, Colchester. And you know, Jack, you can't say enough about Jeremy and what he's done for us this year. We really appreciate all his efforts and his work and making you and I look good with getting the names right and all that. But Jeremy, believe me, you're really appreciated, buddy.
Norwich has won the toss but has deferred the choice to the second half, so Castleton will be going on the offense right away.
Good.
And I was about ready to say Jeremy's dad, Tom, he's a member of the barbershop chorus here that'll be doing the national anthem, and I never can remember the name of the
Curbstone Chorus.
Curbstone Chorus.
Jack, you always get that wrong.
Well, I didn't get it wrong. I just
no,
I didn't
you
take
said
a while.
barbershop quartet.
No, I said barbershop chorus.
Oh, okay. There's a big difference there. Here they go.
I can even count to 4.
Well, I can get the 5. There we go.
And we'll listen to the national anthem.
It's quite the production to get them out here and ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Direct your attention to the center of the field. For members of the Rewind-Castleton Chorus will perform the national anthem of the United States of America.
slight breeze. Certainly won't be much of a factor here at Spartan Stadium. A huge crowd for the first game ever for the Maple Sap Bucket, the Norwich Cadets and the Castleton Spartans. And this is Roman numeral number 1. It's underway, and the kick will come up to the 25-yard line. Picked off by Cassidy, and he skips across the 40 out toward the 44-yard line. The kicker, Kelly, making the stop. And I remember Evan Cassidy, who almost took off the opening kickoff of the season all the way, and I
tell you what,
I skipped just a bit there. I thought he might do it here.
One, maybe two guys away from going the distance right there.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans. The Spartans have it at their own 44-yard line as Brzezowski operating out of the shotgun. And there's the handoff to Carpenter, and Carpenter, a couple of quick yards out to about the 48, picks up about 4. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 as Rocco D'Amico, 5'11", 215-pound senior, along with Reza Afsar Manish, a senior, 5'10", 235-pounder. 2nd down and 6. The Spartans have it at their own 49-yard line. A long 5 underneath center, Brzezowski, and the Cadets have jumped, and it will be awfully close to a 1st down here. We said 2nd down, a long 5 actually, and they should be just a little bit shy of a 1st down here.
Yeah, good job by Brzezowski to stutter the cadence just a little bit. They jumped offside. Should go
2nd down and 9 as the Cadets have it at the Spartans have it at the Cadet 45-yard line. Back out of the shotgun, Shane Brzezowski now. 2nd down play. Brzezowski looking, bumps once. He's going to be dragged down after a pickup of about 4. Down at the Norwich 41-yard line.
He did a nice job right there. Looked up, couldn't find anybody in his 1st or 2nd series, and took the ball, tucked it, and ran, and picked up a nice little gainer of, like you said, 4 yards. Bring down a 3rd and about 5. Should be pretty manageable.
Jaworski and Gumbrowitz on the tackle for Norwich. 3rd down and 5. The Spartans have it at the Cadet 41-yard line, just underway, 1st series of the ball game. Brzezowski now fires the bubble screen out to the right flat, complete to Cassidy. Has some space, 25-20, down the sideline, and Cassidy knocked out of bounds right around the Norwich 15-yard line.
Nice little job there with that pass to the outside. He cuts back to the inside, goes back outside with his move, picks up a beautiful 25-yard gainer.
DJ Silverhuss on the stop. It is a 25-yard pass play, Brzezowski to Cassidy. And the Spartans have it 1st and 10 down at the Norwich 15-yard line. One set back, a wide out to the right, a wide out to the left. And Brzezowski now appears to be changing the play here. And here now is the handoff to Tyler Carpenter straight ahead. He's knocked down after a pickup of about 3 down to the 12 or 13-yard line.
You know, what a great way for Castle to start this ball game. You got Norwich going backwards on seemingly every play, and a lot of confidence building in that offense right now.
So Jaworski on the stop, picked up about a yard, we'll call it. It'll be 2nd and 9 as Randy Babineau is in. The Spartans have it at the Norwich 14-yard line. Cassidy wide to the left, Jabor wide to the right. Couple of youngsters from South Burlington. Play action, Brzezowski looking. Throws underneath. It's complete to Carpenter at the 5. Carpenter, is he in?
Touchdown.
Yes, touchdown. And the Spartans come right up the field and score and lead it 6-0.
That is huge.
14-yard touchdown pass from Shane Brzezowski to Tyler Carpenter.
What a beautiful play. You can see this thing set. I can't wait to see this on the replay. This was beautifully set up by Castleton.
Here's Louis Robitaille in to attempt the extra point for the Spartans, as here it is, and he bangs it through. 7-0 Castleton.
I'm going to take a look at this replay, Jack. This was poetry in motion for Castleton right here. What a beautiful job. Takes a snap from under center, goes straight back out. Good protection out there. Finds his flat receiver in the waggle to the right, left-hand side. Runs into one defender, stretches out to the end zone. 6-point Spartan. What a beautiful way to get this game underway.
And coming with 12:06 to go in the first quarter. The Spartans right up the field. Very impressive. Shane Brzezowski, a 14-yard touchdown pass to Tyler Carpenter. As Brzezowski last week, the rookie offensive player of the week. And Carpenter, the offensive player of the week, and that come provide victory against Becker. And it will be, let's see, Orwin Atkins will be back deep, and Brandon Rudd back deep for the Norwich Cadets. I believe that's 86 Rudd. Atkins is number 23 to take the kickoff from Louis Robitaille. 7-0 Castleton here in the early going.
I got to ask, what were the odds on Castleton drawing first blood?
And it's going to be an onside kicker along the ground, picked up by an up man at his own 39 across the 40 out to about the 42-yard line. On the return for Norwich was Tom Kane, who is a wide receiver, a sophomore. And the tackle on the special teams, Cameron Laundrie out of Hartford. So 1st and 10 for the Cadets. The Cadets have it at their own 41-yard line. It is Chris Sabrin out of BFA of St. Albans, a freshman. He was a teammate of many of the Castleton players on the Vermont Shrine team this past year. Trips left and one sent back, and a man wide to the right for the Cadets. And there's the fake, and here's Sabrin taking it to the left on the misdirection. And he got it out across the 50 to about the 49-yard line. It's close to a 10-yard pickup. Cody Tancredi, his Shrine teammate from Windsor, on the tackle. It is a first down, Norwich, 1st and 10 at the Castleton 49-yard line.
And what a great job on the deception right there with Sabrin. Did a nice job of going back the other way.
Sabrin, number 14, 5'10", 176-pounder. They got a wing on the left, couple of wideouts to the left, and a wideout to the right, one setback. 1st and 10 for Norwich at the Castleton 49. Again, there's the fake by Sabrin, and he stutter steps, and he's knocked down virtually at the line of scrimmage. Adam Sheequin there on the stop. Dustin Young over there as well for the Spartans. 2nd and 10 for Norwich. 7-0 Castleton. You have the score on your screen here. Live on PEGTV Channel 20 in the Northeast Sports Network, and you can see the time. Now 11:12 to go in the first quarter here at Spartan Stadium. 2nd and 10 for the Norwich Cadets at the Spartan 49-yard line. Again, Sabrin out of the shotgun. Couple of wideouts to the right. And this time the handoff goes off the right side and tripped up inside the 40 to the 39 is Andrew Fulford. And it was Cody Tancredi on the tackle. Might have been shaken up just a bit. It picked up close to 10 yards. See, it looks to be a first down. It is for the Norwich Cadets. 1st and 10, Norwich. The Castleton 39-yard line. If we've learned one thing in this league, Chris, it is that they put a lot of points on the board.
Yeah, they do. No doubt about that.
It's like the days of the old American Football League. A couple of wideouts to the left, a couple of setbacks now. Emilio Martinez and Fulford. And there's the fake, and there's the pitch back, and moving his way to the left and inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line. It's actually Kevin Ober who was also lined up. Heath Janier out of Fairhaven on the tackle.
And they do a nice job with the deception game, does Norwich. Sabrin does a great job of hiding that football when he goes outside.
Picked up about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 down at the 32. That was Ober, number 8 on the carry. Now trips right. One setback. Fulford as Sabrin operates out of the shotgun and trips right. And there's the handoff to Fulford up the middle, 25-20 to the 15 to the 10, and he's down at the 7-yard line. Andrew Fulford, a 5'8", 183-pound sophomore. Tyler Sharon out of Fairhaven Union High School on the stop for the Spartans. And that picked up about 32 and a first down.
Yeah, he did a nice job when he bounced through that middle of that football field. You just couldn't get a hand on him. They finally drag him down.
Check it, picked up about 25 and a first down. It was the original line of scrimmage, the 32. 1st and goal, Norwich at the Castleton 7-yard line. Again, Sabrin out of the shotgun as the sun really shining here at Spartan Stadium. And there's the handoff to Fulford, and he bangs his way in for the touchdown.
Absolutely.
So the Cadets come right back up the field and scored 7-6 Castleton. That is a 7-yard touchdown run for Andrew Fulford.
Absolutely. What a nice job by the Norwich Cadets running the ball up the field all the way, and did a nice job of capping it off with the score. And if this keeps up, Jack, we're going to have one of those 55-52 games.
Here's Ryan Kelly in to attempt the extra point, looking to tie it for Norwich. And he's got it. And we got a tie game at 7 apiece. 9:23 to go here in the first quarter.
Going to take a look at this touchdown as well for the Norwich Cadets. Here we go. Takes that handoff off the right side tackle and into the end zone he goes. Nice job by the young man.
That is Andrew Fulford.
Fulford.
Well, I'll tell you, I was impressed. Certainly Chris Saberin out of PFA of St. Albans, the way he handles the football and the misdirection and the faking. And, of course, the misdirection there is he went to the left himself after handing off to Fulford.
Yeah, it's a nice job.
Very impressive.
He's a very deceptive quarterback. He's doing a nice job with that option.
So here we go with 9:23 to go in the first quarter, all tied up at 7 apiece. The Spartans and the Cadets here for the Maple Sap Bucket as the sun's shining at Spartan Stadium. A huge crowd. And we'll see if this matches the opening crowd of the year against Anna Maria.
Pretty close.
It looks to be pretty close. And this kick will go short to the 25-yard line to Cassidy. Cassidy looking for room, and he's going to be dropped at the 30.
So the Cadets do a nice job on that kickoff of containing him.
Leading the way, Kelly Roberts for Norwich on the special teams. So it's Brzezowski operating out of the I. First and 10 for the Spartans. That's Cassidy in motion left to right. Spartans at their own 30. Rolling to the right, stopping and throwing down the middle. Brzezowski incomplete. He wanted Jabor. Another youngster out of South Burlington. Covered pretty well, but he overthrew Jabor down at the Norwich 30. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Thought he had a nice shot at that football. A little bit more speed, and he'd have been running right in stride all the way to the end zone.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Spartans. The Spartans have it at their own 30. We're tied at 7 with 9:11 to go first quarter. Brzezowski out of the shotgun. Couple of wideouts to the right. Cassidy is wide left. Here's the bubble screen at near side. It is Farmer with it. Farmer out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. That was Farmer actually lined up to the left, and Farmer, who had a spectacular diving catch in that final drive last week against Becker, making the catch there for short yardage. Luis Delgado on the tackle. It picked up about 6, 3rd and 4, as the Spartans have it at their own 36-yard line. A couple of wideouts to the right. They operate out of the I. Play action. Brzezowski looking, throws, and it is complete up at the 41-yard line. Should be a first down.
Certainly is.
Mike Jabor on the catch and driven back by Rocco D'Amico.
Well, here comes that nice balanced attack that Castleton brings to the table of mixing up the pass and the run to advance the football.
They picked up about 7 on a first down for the Spartans. The Spartans have it at their own 42. The second time they've got their hands on the football. Got a tie ball game at 7 apiece with 8:14 to go in the first quarter. That's Cassidy in motion. Play action, Shane Brzezowski. Looks, pumps once. Fires over the middle and is incomplete. He short hops Cassidy down at the Norwich 45-yard line.
Yeah, he threw it a little bit behind him. I think he was so excited that he was so wide open, he just couldn't get the ball there. Bring up 2nd down.
Justin Liam Bruno is checking in at a tight end spot, number 83 for Castleton. 2nd and 10. Spartans have it at their own 42-yard line as the clouds have just about disappeared here. Bright sunshine. Brzezowski on the draw play. Here's Carpenter, and he squeezes his way for about 3 out to the 45-yard line. And Mike Orenberger, a 5'11", 212-pound junior there to wrap him up for the Cadets.
Well, that'll bring up the third down and long. First long situation on third down Spartans have had all day.
They're down about 7. Spartans have it at their own 45-yard line. Brzezowski back of the shotgun, trips right and a couple of wideouts to the left. Sprint offensive coordinator Brian Grady. Brzezowski looking, steps up, being pressured, moves to the left, looking, has a little bit of room, and he's bounced out of bounds near side, right around the Castleton 48-yard line. It'll be shy of first down yardage, picked up about 3. As Luis Delgado there on the stop, along with Joseph Gumbrowitz for the Norwich Cadets. And the Spartans are going to punt the football away.
Yeah, nice job by Brzezowski just to get the ball, upfield a little bit, give his punter an opportunity to kick the ball here. Now, he looked at all his checkdowns, just couldn't quite find anybody open, so he had to tuck it and go.
Jared Flanagan back around his own 10-yard line for Norwich. DeVoe back to boot around the Castleton 34-yard line. And he boots it away. It's going to come up short here as it will hit inside the Norwich 40. Let's see where they say he went out of bounds. The ball went out of bounds on the punt. A very short punt, went out of bounds at the Norwich 40, and Norwich has great field position. That was only a 15-yard boot. Norwich has it first and 10 at its own 40 in a 7-7 ball game with 6:52 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, the way that ball kind of got held up, it looked like the wind might have kept it from going any further than it did. So the wind could be a little bit of a factor on that up higher.
Well, certainly not. By looking at the flags, it doesn't look like there's much wind at all, but could be a little bit deceiving. Certainly above the press box where we are. And there is the fake again by Sabrin. Faked it to Fulford and took it right on the option out to about the 43-yard line. Cameron Laundrie on a Hartford 6'2", 180-pound freshman there on the stop for the Spartans. 2nd and 7, about a 3-yard pickup. Cadets have it at their own 44-yard line. Chris Sabrin out of the shotgun. Couple of wideouts to the left, a wideout to the right, one setback. Andrew Fulford, number 30, is the setback to the left of Sabrin. He's a southpaw. Steps up, play action, fires down the left sideline, incomplete. Well covered down there. Tom Raiders on the coverage. And
that'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Cadets.
it was intended for Emilio Martinez down the left sideline. Was that Tyler Sharon also in the coverage along with Raiders down the left sideline. 3rd down and 7. The Cadets have it at their own 44-yard line. Sabrin again out of the shotgun and trips left for the Norwich Cadets. Here's Sabrin, the southpaw looking. Moves to the left. Sheequin chases, and the throw, and the incomplete. Thought for a moment he came up with a juggling catch. It would have been a first down, but it is incomplete.
The official right on top of it got a great look at it and said, no, the ball was bobbled and hit the ground. No way.
The ball was intended for Alan McCarthy. McCarthy had it and couldn't hang on, so the Spartan defensive unit holds, and the Cadets will have to boot the football away. Here's Brian Seagate back to punt around his own 28. Jabor back in single safety. Jabor calling for a fair catch, and he makes the catch at the 11-yard line.
Now that right there.
Yeah, there is a penalty marker down. We'll see. Did they get a piece of the punter? We'll see here. It's a personal foul, roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker. This will give Norwich a first down.
Okay. Take a look at that. Is that possible?
I don't know if we have that or not, but we'll see.
Kicker? I'm just wondering.
Well, I certainly wasn't looking.
No, I didn't see it.
There's the official's call, though, roughing the kicker, and Norwich will have a first down.
Just kind of wondering if we actually did rough the kicker here. It did hit him? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I saw it there. We're going to take a quick peek at it here while we got a second. Here comes the snap. He's got the ball. Boy, I don't know. He looked like he was blocked into him, but.
Well, I don't know. I think he definitely went into him.
Oh, I think he was into him, but I think he was pushed into him.
At any rate, 15-yard penalty, and Norwich has it 1st and 10 at the Castleton 41-yard line. Sabrin out of the shotgun, trips left. Sabrin looking, and he sets up the screen, complete, down at the 38-yard line. As that was Orwin Atkins on the catch. Dustin Young on the tackle.
They had the screen set up rather nicely, but it became a Spartan sandwich as they bring him down with only a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. The Cadets have it at the Spartan 38-yard line. Norwich with a second life here after the roughing the kicker call. It's 7-7 with 5:25 to go in the first quarter. Couple of wideouts to the right, couple to the left, one setback. Sabrin out of BFA. And Sabrin off the fake to Fulford, took it straight ahead inside the 35 to about the 34. On the tackle, Brian Ayers, a 6-foot, 189-pound sophomore for Castleton.
Of course, Sabrin's alma mater, BFA, losing last night in the semis to Rutland High School, who will go on to the D1 title game this next weekend.
We do have a Norwich player who has been shaken up, and that's Christopher Martin, who's a junior. It'll be 3rd down about 2 when play is back in, and Norwich will have it at the Castleton 33-yard line. 7-7 our score. Castleton went right up the field and scored with 12:06 to go in the first quarter. A 14-yard touchdown pass from Shane Brzezowski to Tyler Carpenter. Robitaille with the extra point put the Spartans up 7-0. Norwich came right up the field with 9:23 to go in the quarter. A 7-yard touchdown run by Andrew Fulford. Ryan Kelly's extra point made it 7-7. Appears that the player is okay. Christopher Martin, at least he is limping off the field, but at least under his own power across the way. Third down about 2 for Norwich at the Castleton 33-yard line. Norwich again getting the second life after the roughing the kicker call. Sabrin out of the shotgun. Here's Fulford picking for yardage off the left side, inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. Nice run as it picked up 16 yards at a first down. Preston Jones on the tackle for Castleton. Over there, Dustin Young as well. 2nd down about 3. The Cadets have it at the Castleton 10-yard line. They picked up about 7. Close to 8 yards on the play. Sabrin again out of the shotgun. And the inside handoff, not much there. As wrapped up was Danny Triplett by Brian Ayers.
Wrapped up by a host of Spartans.
And certainly there were a few Spartans there on the stop. They actually lost about a half a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for Norwich, just outside the Castleton 10-yard line. Now Fulford the lone setback. Here's Sabrin. Moving to the left, looking, directing the attack. Going to keep to the 5, toward the corner, and he's dropped out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Norwich at the Castleton 1. Zach Dames there to run him out just about at the pylon.
Did a nice job there. Tried to get himself to the pylon, just couldn't get the ball over the crest of it to get the score, but did a nice job nonetheless of bringing the ball down to the 1.
Oliver Aurelius in the backfield now. It's 1st and goal at the 1 for the Cadets. The Cadets actually in the wishbone set. Sabrin now. Fulford. And he's in. Touchdown.
Okay.
Fulford, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon for the Norwich Cadets, and Norwich takes the lead 13-7, a 1-yard touchdown run for Andrew Fulford.
Very impressive drive right there by the Cadets, Jack, as well. Did a nice job of bringing the ball down the field.
And, of course, they got the second life after they were going to punt the football, but the roughing the kicker call. Fulford with his 2nd touchdown. We'll see if we can see it here in just a moment. Here's Kelly in to attempt the extra point, and it is no good. It's wide left, so he misses the extra point. 13-7 Norwich, 2:33 to go, first quarter.
Going to take a look at this touchdown again by the Norwich Cadets. There we go. He takes the ball. 2nd man through, inside, straight up the gut. No question there. Definitely crosses the line. 6 points for the Cadets.
Now coming with 2:33 to go in the first quarter. Andrew Fulford, a couple of touchdowns in the ball game. It'll be Kelly on the kickoff. And Evan Cassidy, number 15. Mike Jabor, number 8. Back deep for the Spartans, a couple of South Burlington Rebels. Here's the kickoff, end over end. And this will go to Cassidy at the 18-yard line. Looking for room up the middle, and they're going to stop them at about the 27. So the Spartans go on the offense, 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Well, let's see the response here from the Castleton Spartans off that touchdown by the Cadets. You know, right now is a time when Castleton really needs to buckle this thing down and to stay in this ball game. Get yourself some good positive yardage, get yourself down that field and score 6.
It is Brzezowski back underneath center. Carpenter is the lone setback. Couple of wideouts to the right, Jabor and Cassidy. There's the throw out into the right flat to Cassidy, and he picks up maybe a yard to the 28. Picked up a yard. Charles Stiles there on the tackle for the Norwich Cadets. Spartans have it at their own 28-yard line. 2nd down and 9, and 2nd down and almost 10. It picked up about a half yard. Tom Cole out of Otter Valley, a slot left now, and wide to the left is Jabor. A couple of wideouts to the right. Brzezowski out of the shotgun. 13-7 Norwich. A minute 56 to go first quarter. Brzezowski sets up the screen, and it is complete for a couple of yards out to about the 33-yard line. As that was the pass completion to Farmer, number 86.
Nice little curl pattern back to the inside. Picks up some good yardage.
D'Amico and Zacharski on the tackle for Norwich. Picked up yardage to about the 33, picked up about 5. 3rd down and 5 for the Spartans. At that point, they're on 33. Brzezowski play action, looking. Fires near side, and it is caught by Carpenter. And he bounces off a couple of people to the 50, and Carpenter down at the Norwich 48. He would not go down. Tyler Carpenter, he had a 1st down anyway. 2nd and 3rd effort, bounces it into Cadet territory.
You know, he's done that all year long. He's been the workhorse for this offense from the backfield. Did a great job right there, not to be denied for the 1st down, and picks up an additional 10 on top of it.
19-yard pickup. Brzezowski to Carpenter, and Spartans have it 1st and 10 at the Norwich 48-yard line. Trips right. Brzezowski now play action, fakes to Carpenter, and this time they have it all snuffed out, and you can call that certainly a sack at the 48-yard line. Luis Delgado is in there. Chris Roberto. As a matter of fact, it is a sack. He lost about 3. It'll be 2nd and 13. Spartans have it back at their own 49-yard line with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 13-7 Norwich. Brzezowski now rolls to the right. Looking, and he's going to step up, and he brings it back against the grain, then stops, and he's going to be sacked back at the 44. And again, Luis Delgado there on the sack for Norwich.
One of those situations where he probably should have unloaded the football out of bounds just to get rid of it and not take that big of a sack.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships and community service. There's a real sense of community.
and the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
Getting set for the second quarter. Castle will be going left to right here in the quarter as we look out. Is bright sunshine now on a huge crowd here at Spartan Stadium and people across the way on the embankments. As Castleton comes out, it'll be third down, about 16 for the Spartans. Spartan touchdown, a 14-yard touchdown pass from Brzezowski to Carpenter, a couple of touchdowns for Andrew Fulford of Norwich, 7-yarder and a 1-yarder. Spartans have it 3rd down and 16 back at their own 44-yard line. Brzezowski out of the shotgun looking. Being pressured, moves to the left. There's a holding call, and he throws incomplete. He underthrew Evan Cassidy down around the 46, and certainly holding. You can see that one for Castleton.
Got some first quarter stats here in the first down department. Norwich with 6, Castleton with 5. Rushing yards, 100 for Norwich, 8 for Castleton, and passing yards 76 for Castleton and 3 for Norwich.
They are going to decline the penalty. Be 4th and 16, and the Spartans will boot the football away. It'll be Jared Flanagan, number 6, back deep for Norwich, back around his own 20-yard line. And back to boot, James DeVoe for the Spartans, and this time the boot a lot better than his first one. And Flanagan back at the 14-yard line, hemmed in, but he breaks that tackle along the far sideline. Ended up picking up about 8 yards in the return. It bounced out of bounds across the way at the Norwich 22-yard line.
I got to go back to the wind. It's definitely, there's a wind out there up in the air that's holding the ball up, going right to left, and pushing the ball left to right.
Jack Healey, Chris Thayer, Jeremy Jackson, Andrew Largess, our producer. PEGTV channel. It's Adam Largess. Did I say Andrew? Adam Largess. It's all right. The season's almost over. Adam.
He's from Maine.
Don't call me Andrew. Adam.
He's from Maine. Doesn't know any better.
1st and 10 for the Cadets, their own 22. Chris Sabrin out of BFA St. Albans out of the shotgun. He's been impressive, a freshman. Looking, throws near side, the bubble screen, and it's complete to Ober. Looking for room, and he is going to be tripped up at the line of scrimmage. So it looked like it was going to get a lot more, Chris, and it didn't. A host of Spartans over there drop him.
Yeah, he really didn't have anywhere to go. He tried to get himself to the left-hand side. There was just nothing there. Once that closed up on him, there was absolutely nowhere for him to go. And the host of the
There is a penalty marker down Zach Deems on the tackle. If they pick it up and wave it off.
He might have fell out of his pocket.
So 2nd and 10, Norwich. The Cadets have it at their own 22-yard line. They have trips left and 1 setback. Chris Sabrin. Number 14, the freshman quarterback for the Norwich Cadets, early going 2nd quarter. And he's going to keep. Takes it to the right, has some room. 25 to the 30. Fumbles the football, and I believe the Spartans have recovered. First turnover of the ball game. Let's see. We don't have an indication yet. The Spartans think they have it.
Oh, yeah.
And they do have it. And on the fumble recovery, number 40, Dustin Young, first turnover of the ball game.
You know, you can't blame Sabrin for that. He did everything he could. He was trying to bring the ball upfield, you know, trying to make something positive out of that situation, and he just coughed the ball up. It's a tough play on the Cadets' part here. We're going to look at it on the replay. He gets the ball dead. It's a dead run. He's going to run the ball. His quarterback draw. He goes to his right-hand side, gets a good block right there, just takes a hit to the side and dropped the football, and the Spartans come up with it. Very nicely done by the Spartans.
Spartans have it 1st and 10 at the Norwich 37. There's the screen. Brzezowski to Carpenter. Picked it off the shoe tops, apparently. Down at the 33. I could catch the Norwich coaching staff out of the corner of my eye here up in the press box. They thought he might have trapped that, but apparently a completion, and picked up a couple. As Babineau is in, and out is Tom Cole offensively. Babineau, the captain out of Milton, number 44. Jabor is wide left, Cassidy wide right. That picked up about 4. The Spartans have it, give them 3. The Spartans have it 2nd down, and here's a fumble at the Cadet 34, and it was Brzezowski that recovered the fumble, so it'll be 3rd down at the Cadet 34-yard line. Going to mark it at the 35, lost about a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and about 8. So the Spartans looking at a golden opportunity after the fumble recovery. Now find themselves 3rd and 8 at the Norwich 35-yard line. They operate out of the eye. Play action, Brzezowski. Throws and is complete to Carpenter, and Carpenter tackled immediately at the 33-yard line. As there on the stop, Donovan Brown.
We had Jabor on a long seam line. It just did not see him out there.
Picked up a couple. It'll be 4th and 5. This I would believe is 4 down territory. As it's 4th down and about 5. The Spartans have it at the Cadet 33-yard line. Carpenter is the up back, deep back, Babineau out of the eye. Cassidy and Jabor wide to the right. Here, play action, Brzezowski looking, being chased, moves to the right, has some room, throws, and it's complete to Cassidy, upended at the 19-yard line. It picks up 14 and a Spartan first down.
He had plenty of room to run himself, but he chose to throw the football to a wide-open Cassidy, who does a nice job of gathering it in just as he got hit.
As tight on the left, Justin Liam Bruno. Tight on the right, Farmer, the double tight end setup. There on the stop was Chris Roberto. It'll be 3rd down. They're going to mark it at the 23-yard line. Well, the Spartans have it at the Norwich 23. 3rd down, about 14. Brzezowski back underneath center. Jabor wide left, Cassidy wide right. Cassidy in motion, that's number 15. Here's a couple of fakes by Brzezowski. Rolls to the right and throws. Babineau along the sideline inside the 15. Bounced out of bounds at the 12-yard line. It's going to be shy of first down yardage. It picks up about 11. They're going to be shy of first down yardage, but a nice play there. They're going to go for the field goal.
Good choice. Good call here.
It's going to be 4th down, about 3. And in to try the field goal, it will be Louis Robitaille. Angle to the left. Stancati will put it down. Mark Stancati will mark it at the 18. It'll be a 28-yard field goal attempt for Robitaille. And it's a fake. Stancati looks, throws, and it's intercepted at the 11-yard line. Along the near sideline and out to the 25 after the interception for the Norwich Cadets. There is a penalty marker down. Number 21, Mike Orenberger, on the interception, but we'll wait and see what the penalty marker is all about.
I got to believe it's post-possession.
The Spartans have been wanting to do that. I believe they've done it twice. They've been looking on the fake, and it's Mark Stancati. The holder had it intercepted. Is it post-possession?
It is post-possession.
And it's against Norwich, but the interception. And what do they call?
Trying to catch it. I didn't catch it.
Mike Orenberger on the interception. I'm trying to write that down.
All right, it was a holding call
on the return.
After the interception, so on the return, absolutely.
Well, a huge turnover there. Spartans couldn't cash in on the fumble recovery. And now the Cadets turn them away on the interception. 1st and 10, Cadets. They have it at their own 11-yard line. And off right up the middle, Sabrin. And up to Fulford out across the 15 to about the 16-yard line. Picked up about 5, 2nd and 5. Alex Boulogne on the tackle. Second and 5.
Castleton with another opportunity. Gone away.
Cadets have it at their own 16-yard line. Chris Sabrin out of the shotgun. Triplett and Fulford are the setbacks. Play action, it is Sabrin, and he throws it complete to Martinez near side. Upended out across the 25-yard line near the 30-yard line by Tom Raiders.
Be a first down for the Cadets.
It did pick up 13 and a first down. Give them 11 as they mark it out to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for Norwich. Norwich 13, Castleton 7 with 8:37 to go in the first half. Emilio Martinez now is a slot on the right, a couple of wideouts to the right, a wideout to the left. Chris Sabrin out of BFA of St. Albans, a freshman, southpaw quarterback. He's been impressive for the Norwich Cadets. And here is Fulford, left tackle, 30. Raiders has got him out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It picks up 7, maybe 8 yards.
Tom Raiders with a nice open field tackle right there.
And that picked up actually 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Cadets have it at their own 37-yard line. And Saberin out of the shotgun. Wing on the right and a couple of wideouts to the left. And a wideout to the left. And there's the fake Saberin right up the middle. He's wrapped up at about the 38-yard line. And Adam Sheikwood, a freshman out of Burlington, on the stop.
First down.
Yep, it does pick up. He only needed a yard, picked up a yard and a first down. 1st and 10. The Cadets have it at their own 39-yard line. 13-7 Norwich. 7:20 to go first half here in the game for the Maple Sap Bucket, the first one. Saberin out of the shotgun for the Norwich Cadets, looking to throw. And he airs it out, incomplete. He overthrows his intended receiver right around the 28-yard line. That was intended for number 82, Chris Denton.
Did notice, Jack, that Cody Cancredi went to the locker room and has just returned. He got a little attention there for something that was bothering him.
2nd and 10 for the Cadets. They have it at their own 39-yard line. Again, Saberin out of the shotgun. And there's the handoff off the right side and getting his way out to about the 45-yard line. On the carry number, let's see, that was number 23 for the Norwich Cadets, Orlin Atkins. His trips left now for Norwich, one setback. 3rd and 5, Norwich at its own 44-yard line. Here's Saberin looking, steps up, and he's going to keep. And he is tripped up at the 48-yard line. Got a nice block there coming over. Might have been more, let's see, number 8, Kevin Ober coming over on the block, but Brian Ayers on the tackle, and that might be a first down. Let's see, nope, they're going to mark it at the 48, picked up 4. He's just shy of a first down, so a big defensive play. I thought he might have had it, but it's going to be 4th down and less than a yard. And are they going to boot the football away or go for it here?
Well, it looks like they're setting up for the punt, but...
Well, Saberin underneath center. It's going to be the wishbone look. 4th down, less than a yard. And there's the handoff. First down and more off right tackle down at the Spartan 43-yard line on the carry. Number 20, Oliver Aurelia. Bergeron on the tackle.
They did have him in the backfield for half a second, but he's a slippery guy and got away to pick up that big first down with big yardage.
Well, that was a big play there out at the 43-yard line. Here's Saberin. Takes it to the left after the fake, and he is bounced out of bounds. I said Oliver Aurelia. Actually, we have two 20s. That was the previous. There's two 20s on the. So it's Kyle Marziotti, I believe, was the previous guy, not Aurelia. Look at that, two 20s on the roster.
I thought they talked to Jeff Weld about that.
Yeah. So it was Kyle Marziotti. Number 20 is in the backfield. That picked up about 7 down to the 36-yard line. So let me cross out that other guy. Okay. Glad I caught that. Down at the 36-yard line. Here's Marziotti again, left side along the near sideline. Good yardage as he bounces his way inside the 25 down to about the 23-yard line. Tom Rader's on the tackle along with Dustin Young. So that was Marziotti, number 20. I had two choices there, Chris.
Yes, you did. First, I want to remind everybody the big halftime show coming up. David Walk will be here, president of Castleton College.
So now it's 1st and 10 for the Cadets down at the Castleton 23-yard line. Saberin out of the shotgun. And here's Fulford now, and he breaks the tackle inside the 20 to the 15. Fulford to the 10-5, and he's awfully close. Fumbles the football into the end zone, and they're going to say he was down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, he was down.
Fulford picking up 22 yards and a first down. First and goal, Norwich at the Castleton 1-yard line.
Yeah, he was certainly down. He's a very difficult guy to bring down for sure.
They're going to say he was down at the 2. So he picks up 21 yards. Remember, there was a fourth down carry. Marziotti picked up the first down. Marziotti's one of the deep backs along with Fulford out of the wishbone set as Saban back underneath center. First and goal for Norwich at the Castleton 2. Hand off straight ahead, and boy, I'll tell you, it's awfully close.
First guy through, and he didn't get in there. He's about a yard shy. We're going to take a look at that last play, that big long run play.
It was Danny Triplett on the carry.
Direct snap inside. Here comes the handoff. He does a great job. Look at this guy. It's so slippery. You just can't bring him down. And there he was down definitely before that, before the ball slipped out after he was on the ground.
Again, the wishbone set for Norwich, second and goal at the Castleton 1-yard line. Sabrin on the handoff. Marziotti, and he's in. Touchdown.
Yep.
Number 20, Kyle Marziotti, in for the touchdown. And it's now a 19-7 Norwich lead with 2:44 to go in the half. Give him a 2-yard touchdown run. We're giving him a 2-yard touchdown run.
They're signing up for 2, Jack.
They are going for 2 to try to get to 21 with 2:44.
That 2 points from that earlier miss on the PAT.
We'll change that to a 1-yard touchdown run.
Okay.
A little bit closer.
Oh, we got blood coming, so we have to stop play here.
And again, as the wishbone set as they operate out, looking for 2 here. 19-7 Cadets with 2:44 to go in the half. Sabrin, play action, looks, throws to the end zone, incomplete. So the try for 2, no good. A good coverage there by, among others, number 6, Brandon Bergeron. So a 1-yard touchdown run for Kyle Marziotti for the Norwich Cadets. 2-point pass play failed. And it's now Norwich 19 and Castleton 7. 2:44 to go in the half. We'll be back with a kickoff after this timeout from Castleton State College.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships and community service. There's a real sense of community.
and the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
Jack Healey, Chris there, Jeremy Jackson. Adam Larches is our producer. First and 10, the Sporting Sabbath at their own 30-yard line. Here's Carpenter picking for yardage up the middle and out to about the 34. Picks on 4, it'll be second and 6. Both teams have their full timeout remaining. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining.
But 2:25 to go in the half here. Castleton has proven they can play with Norwich. Now they just have to settle down, erase the mistakes, and things will get a lot better for them.
Orenberger was the guy on the interception, Michael Orenberger, who set up that touchdown for Norwich. Here now Brzezowski throws near side. Cassidy breaks a tackle, skips it ahead across the 35 to the 36. Making the tackle for the Cadets, that is Mike Orenberger. We just talked about him. He had that pass interception off the fake field goal.
Look out.
Picked up 4 or 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4. The Spartans have it at their own 36-yard line. Minute 40 to go in the half. 19-7 Norwich. Shane Brzezowski looks, throws, and it's incomplete. Oh my. That was intended for Dennis Furman. Nice coverage down there. Dan Wild, number 28, and Orenberger, number 21. And the Spartans, who were very impressive in their first drive, looked like they have to punt the football away here. They've sputtered offensively since.
Yeah, you can't give them the ball here. You got to boot this football away. And, you know, nice job right there as he almost came up with the pass, but the defender from Norwich was right there at the same moment. Nothing you can do.
Low back to boot around his own 21-yard line. Jared Flanagan back deep for Norwich around the Norwich 25. And here's DeVoe's snap, kick away. It was a low snap. Back is Flanagan at the 24-yard line. Has some room up the middle, runs into his own man, and actually that slowed him up at the 32-yard line. It was Marziati who just scored that touchdown for Norwich a few minutes ago. And actually, it was the guy that had the hand on bringing down his own player. Now, Norwich will get the second half kickoff, by the way, because the Cadets deferred the choice at the beginning of the game to the second half. Cadets have it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. I want to remind everybody that the state championship game in high school football in Division I will be shown live on WCA Extra, Channel 168. Coming up this Friday night between Rutland and Essex. There is going to be a penalty here. They're going to wipe this off the board, though. That picked up great yardage out to the 43-yard line. But
he does such a great job of deception.
It's going to be a holding call against Norwich.
Definitely holding, but he does a great job with deception of the football. You're right. Vermont might have got cheated by not having him on a football
Well, I'll
field.
tell you, Grant White's quite a player.
Oh, no, he's quite a player, but still.
Yeah, and I believe Saberin played for the most part defensively in that game, if I'm not mistaken. But and he came in for maybe 1 or 2 plays. But, boy, I've been impressed. From the point of infraction, 10 yards. Back to the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Cadets at that point. Cadets lead it 19-7 over the Spartans. A minute 15 to go in the half. Saberin out of the shotgun. Looking, and they put on a rush on the chase there, and he gets it away to Fulford, but he's going to be tackled at the 22, lost 5 more. And Bergeron and Raiders were over there. Was that Sean Salisbury was over there who played? Actually, Sean Salisbury on the tackle. He played a great game in that come-from-behind victory against Beckery. It was tremendous over the last 5 minutes of that game last week defensively, Sean Salisbury. The initial pressure coming from number 93, Andrew Kernan. Well, that lost yardage back to the 24. Lost 3 more. It'll be second down and about 18.
Looks like they're trying to reset the clock, Jack, is what they're trying to do here.
I'll tell you, at the beginning of the game, it was cloudy. Certainly no real threat of rain, but just bright sunshine now here at Spartan Stadium. A huge sun-drenched crowd.
I think he wants 1:10 on the clock is what he thinks he's trying to get here.
Shows 1:05 now, as you can see on your screen. There's the score, Norwich 19, Castleton 7. Actually, they got it down to 59.
He ran off 5. Okay, he ran off 6. All right.
Second and about 18, we'll call it. The Cadets have it back at their own 24-yard line. Saberin has Fulford with him in the backfield. Trips left and 1 wide out to the right for the Norwich Cadets. Saberin looking. And he's being pressured by Kernan, gets by him, and he runs out of bounds up around the 29, picked up 5. With 52 seconds left in the half, clock stops, and both teams unofficially have all their timeouts remaining. Let's see.
The sideline pretty well at this point is Norwich.
They're going to mark it up at around the 28-yard line, so it picked up 4. And it'll be 3rd down and 15. 52 seconds to go in the half. Norwich out in front by a score of 19-7. The Cadets will get the second half kickoff. Saberin out of the shotgun. Again, trips left for the Norwich Cadets and a man wide to the right. Saber in the southpaw, rolls to the left, throws near side, incomplete. Up around the 35-yard line, as that was intended for Kevin Over. And with 47.6 seconds to go in the half, Castleton will get the football back. And we know when even though they've sputtered somewhat offensively today, obviously, except for the first drive, they have an opportunity. Brian Seagate is back to boot for Norwich, and back is Mike Jabor for Castleton back around the 30. And you mentioned, Chris, all three of the timeouts remaining. Snap a little low, but it's dug out. The kick will come up.
Look at the wind hold this ball up, folks.
It will come up short. Bounces around and will roll dead in Norwich territory at the 47-yard line. So with 35 seconds left in the half and all three timeouts remaining, Castleton has pretty good field position.
That's the second time the wind has held that ball up on a punch.
Yeah, and actually, and you're right, because it seems like the wind is stronger than it looks like when you look at the flag here.
The higher that ball goes up, the bigger the current is, and it's keeping that ball from going anywhere.
So the Spartans have it 1st and 10 in Norwich territory. They're going to mark it the Norwich 46. See what this high-powered offensive coordinator Brian Grady can do. They've sputtered somewhat since the first drive. Here now, Brzezowski looks, fires near side. Cassidy on the catch at the Norwich 43-yard line. Picks up 3, 2nd and 7. They line it up quickly without a huddle. Picked up 2, it'll be 2nd and 8. And Brzezowski spikes it. Yeah, 14.8 left in the half here. Did I miss something?
Yeah,
they do have
all their timeouts,
right?
I don't know why we did that, because we've got all our time. I mean, they've got all their timeouts left. I don't understand what's going on here. I don't think anybody took a timeout, did they?
I don't think so.
No,
I'm doing that from memory.
did.
They do have the timeout thing up on the clock here, but they haven't used it all year, the scoreboard. They say 0.
We've never seen it. I've never seen it used. I don't know why. But.
So it's 3rd and 8 as the Spartans have it at the Norwich 44-yard line. Brzezowski looking, and he throws down the left sideline, complete to Cole, and he lost it. It's intercepted at the sideline. Cole had it. It popped up into the air, and the interception.
Fumble. Oh, we got a flag back here, but that was a definite fumble.
Yeah, well, it's a deflection. I guess you can call it a fumble.
Incomplete.
Yeah. Are they going to call it incomplete?
Oh, wait a minute. No, he's giving the ball to Norwich.
He picked it off. That was Dan
so he caught
Wild.
the ball.
Yeah, he caught. You can call it a fumble technically.
Call it a fumble technically.
I mean, he caught it, went up into the air.
Let's take a look at it here.
Hit the ground. Wild on the interception.
Here's Brzezowski, goes back to throw the football, does a nice job of putting it out there to a wide open Carpenter, and he gets, he gets popped.
That was Cole.
I'm sorry, gets popped. Let's take a look at it again. He gets hit with a great hit, and it pops right up into the hands of the Norwich defender.
And they're going to take a knee, and Norwich is going to go into the locker room here at halftime of the first Castleton Norwich football game for the Maple Sap Bucket. At halftime, our score, Norwich 19, Castleton 7. And we'll be back with our halftime show from Spartan Stadium after this timeout from Castleton State College.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships and community service. There's a real sense of community.
and the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. It's 19-7 at halftime here at Spartan Stadium. The Norwich Cadets over the Castleton Spartans. And ladies and gentlemen, your Spartan marching band.
As you said, on the main court for the major halftime. Best of luck for the Dallas Cowboys on the national stage. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the latest edition of Halftime 2009. Before we hear once again your very own Spartan Marching Band. Spartan Marching Band is intended to be support of our campus administration, teaching faculty, and the campus community at large. Thank you all for the incredible efforts on behalf of the Halftime Marching Band of the campus Spartan. The Spartan performance today, the Spartan Marching Band will open the halftime show with a tune, Your Mother's Hotel. Here is the Spartan Marching Band performing Sit and Shout.
All right, welcome back here, everybody. Of course, it's 19-7, the halftime, Norwich over Castleton, and you're enjoying the Castleton Marching Band. A big part of the new complex and everything going on here. President David Walk, welcome to the booth here at halftime of the Maple Sap Bucket game. This is just great, you know. And one of the things that Jack and I have talked about all week on our show is here we are. It's been a great first season. The Sun Gods are looking on us again today, and you know, how much better can all this get than it is right now with the way things are going with Castleton football and Castleton in general?
Well, we've been savoring the moment here, Chris. It's just a wonderful day. You know, who would have thought that it would turn out so beautiful? Not just the day, but the ambiance, the thrill of being in this incredibly quintessential Vermont landscape. You know, with two Vermont college teams with a wonderful storied history and a great rivalry and incredibly good sportsmanship, and you know, the rivalry we have in hockey and other sports, and here we are in football, and this is what it's all about. I mean, sitting here, the sun's out, several thousand people here, we're watching this incredible uniform marching band, which takes my breath away every time I listen to them and watch them. Could it get any better than this, Chris?
Absolutely not. And, you know, I'm a little sad at the moment because there's a lot going on in the sports world today, and Tom Healey, who has been one of the biggest you know, promoters of you in this program, it can't be here, and my heart goes out to him. We usually do Healey's comments right now, but today it's going to be Walk's comments.
Well, Tom Healey has been a wonderful supporter of student athletes in the high schools and the colleges in the Rutland area and the state, and certainly he has been very kind to the college and all the athletes here. And you know, he's done it. You do it with Vermont Sports Now. Jack's done it for years as well. Nothing better than these athletes getting some attention for something positive. And there's a lot of positives here today. Last night was an incredible night. We had our first ever pep rally and bonfire, several hundred kids. The band paraded, picked up the football team after practice. They paraded all through the campus, came up to my house. We had a big bonfire, played the fight song, lots of speeches. Coach Alercio, you can imagine how animated he was. And this is all good. I mean, it's been great for the college, wonderful for the community.
As you look at the season as a whole, I mean, here we are, the last game of the year on this field for the Spartans. And give me your assessment of how you feel things have gone and what the future looks like for us.
I think the future is very bright. I had breakfast today with these wonderful student athletes, student first, athlete second. They're great kids. We have an incredible coaching crew. You know, we went from 100 student athletes to 450, 12 sports to 20, and they've made a real difference in our college. You know, I've talked about it before. They have a higher grade point average than the rest of the general student population, higher retention rate, graduation rate. They're gentlemen. Our women's sports have done very well. Tomorrow at noon, our women will be defending the NAC championship right here at Spartan Stadium. They're undefeated in the conference. Our men are playing up in Husson today. Unscored on, which is pretty amazing.
In this house, they haven't been scored on.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
Let's hope that continues tomorrow. I hope you guys are going to be here.
We are going to be here to carry that game live.
That's great. We really appreciate all the attention you've given to our athletes. Today, our men are up in Husson. I don't know what the score is there, but we're all the teams have done well. The tennis team, women's tennis, won the championship. Volleyball is playing in the tournament. They've all done well, but it's more than sports. It's about the whole gestalt, the whole community, and we're all very excited about the future of Castleton. I couldn't be happier.
Well, we couldn't be happier to be part of this either, David, and we really appreciate it. You know,
Thanks.
you and I go back to when I was a little kid on the playground, and
I remember that.
This is great stuff, my friend, and
it's all good.
God bless you for what you've done here and what's gone on. And
same to you, Chris.
Thank you very much again. Adam, let's take a break. We'll be right back after this short timeout.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships and community service. There's a real sense of community,
and the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
and Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
You know, I wanted to bring you in here to ask you, what is this like to see this going on the field today with Castleton, with a football team, and you know what it's like to be a Norwich cadet up there and playing in that type of atmosphere, and can you compare the two? What do you think we got going on here?
I think, Chris, it's really exciting for football in the state of Vermont. You know, I was on a Norwich sideline during the first Castleton drive. The boys were a little nervous over there when Castleton jumped on top real quick, but then they put a nice drive together themselves. So I think it's a fantastic environment. There's a great crowd. I think, you know, without Middlebury being in the mix anymore with, you know, football with Norwich, I know when I was at Norwich, it was just always a great way to end the season with that Norwich-Middlebury tradition. So this is it's a great way to, you know, pick that back up again.
Of course, back in the day when you played, that was, you know, like you said, your rivalry, your big end of the game, end of the season game, and it meant something. Whether you were 1-5 going in or 5-1, it didn't matter. That was a big deal.
Well, it was a rivalry. I mean, you had the only two football schools in the state of Vermont playing. I mean, because UVM got rid of football years prior to that. So I just think it's fantastic that they started another program, and David's done a great job getting this thing initiated and getting it off the ground, and it's just great to see.
One of the things that we do, Tony, is we look out there in the football landscape of Vermont at the high school level primarily, and there's a lot of disciples of Norwich out there. You know, Mike McCura, Mike Norman, yourself, you coached for many years, and the list goes on and on and on. A lot of you guys have come out of that program to coach high school football here in the state of Vermont.
That's true. I mean, there's coaches all over the state. There's coaches actually all over the country, not only coaching high school ball, but at the college ranks as well.
And how great is that you know, Norwich, you know, puts out that kind of student athlete that goes on to the next level, and you know, the marching band in front of us here. I mean, there's just so many things that have come to pass with this football program. It's not just about football; it's about athletics. It's about the band. It's about the student athlete in general. We had David walk on earlier talking about how it's student first, athlete second. Very important structure here at Castleton College, as I'm sure it is at Norwich as well.
And it has to be. I mean, this is Division III, and I know Division III sports in general have come a long way since, you know, '85 when I graduated. But I mean, even now at the Division III level, it's a year-round commitment. And it's just a tremendous environment, and it's a tremendous opportunity for kids coming out of you know, local high schools in the state of Vermont who can then participate in one of these programs.
Now, as you look out onto the football field, you said in that first drive, of course, Castleton had a great job, brought the ball down the field, scored the touchdown. A little nervous on the other side. And they come back and they score, and we got ourselves what we consider a game at that point. But Norwich then takes it over a little bit. I think Castleton shoots themselves in the foot somewhat a couple of different times on a couple of different occasions. But still, at 19-7, we have ourselves a ball game here.
Absolutely, it's a very competitive game. 19-7. I mean, it's no way, shape, or form, any type of a game that either team can, do it. I mean, Castleton, they had their opportunities in the first half and just didn't, capitalize. And with the completion that turned into interception there in the last minute of the game, and they score there, it's a whole different complexity of the, ending the first half going into the second.
You have to finish. I mean, the points off turnovers are huge, and if you don't capitalize on those turnovers, you don't give yourselves those opportunities to lead football games and to make good things happen.
Jack Healey back. Thanks to Chris Thayer and the cast of thousands here at halftime as we look across sun-drenched Spartan Stadium. Quite a crowd here at Spartan Stadium. It's 19-7 Norwich here at halftime. We do have the first half statistics for you. We'll recap the scoring. That was an interception, by the way, at the end of the half, as I thought it would be. It went from one receiver to the other without touching the ground. Jack Healey, Chris Thayer, Jeremy Jackson, our spotter, and our producer is Adam Largis. And also with us, Mary Michael, and also Katie, our camera people, and also Mike Valentine from Channel 20 in Rutland, PEGTV, the Rutland cable system. And all aboard here as this is our final game for Castle until next year, but thanks to the people at PEGTV Channel 20, the home games here at Castleton have been live, not only on the Northeast Sports Network, but on PEGTV Channel 20, and that'll be the case during hockey season as well for men's hockey, and I believe women's hockey as well, as we did last year. So keep tuned to NSN and also PEGTV for details on that. Norwich will get the second half kickoff, and of course Castleton got the opening kickoff. Norwich actually won the toss, deferred the choice to the second half, and Castleton wasted no time going right up the field with 12:06 to go in the first quarter. Shane Brzezowski, a 14-yard touchdown pass to Tyler Carpenter, as the Spartans went 56 yards in 6 plays at 2 minutes and 54 seconds to take a 6-0 lead. Lewis Robitaille, the extra point, and that would put the Spartans up by a score of 7-0. With 9:23 to go in the quarter, Norwich came right back. Andrew Fulford scoring on a 7-yard run as Norwich went 59 yards in 6 plays in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And Ryan Kelly, the extra point, that would tie it at 7 apiece. With 2:33 to go in the first quarter, Norwich again would score. Andrew Fulford would score from a yard out. And the try for the extra point, no good, as Norwich would take a 13-7 lead, a 10-play, 60-yard drive in 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Then in the second quarter with 2:44 to go in the half, Kyle Marziotti scoring on a 1-yard run. The try for 2 failed. That would put Norwich up 19-7 as Norwich went 89 yards in 13 plays, 6 minutes and 52 seconds. That was sent up by a Mike Orenberger interception. And toward the tail end of the half, after what appeared to be, and it was, a completed pass from Brzezowski to the Castleton youngster out of Otter Valley. Just Thomas Cole along the far sideline. I'm just double checking on the Norwich interception by Dan Wild. As Cole had it, went up into the air, Wild came down with the interception. So 2 turnovers in the game for Castleton, both interceptions, as one was on a fake field goal attempt, the other one on that pass play near the end, as Thomas Cole had it and then went up into the air. Wild came down with the interception again. Orenberger on the first interception, as the Cadets were able to cash in on that turnover. The Spartans had a fumble recovery by Dustin Young. As we look now, first downs in the first half. Norwich 12, Castleton 6. Rushing yards, this is net. Norwich had 27 carries, 198 yards. Castleton 13 carries for 6 yards. Passing yards, 10 yards for Norwich, 111 for Castleton. Norwich 4 out of 8 in the passing department, and Castleton 12 out of 19, 2 interceptions. Fumbles lost. Norwich lost 1 fumble. Castleton had a fumble but recovered its own fumble. Possession time, Norwich 15 minutes, 46 seconds. Castleton 14 minutes, 14 seconds. Third down conversions, Norwich 3 out of 5, Castleton 3 out of 9. Fourth down conversions, Castleton had 1 out of 2. Red zone scoring chances, Norwich 3 out of 3, Castleton 1 out of 2. Castleton going right to left as Castleton will be kicking off, and Norwich with that 19-7 lead. And here is the kickoff by Louis Robitaille. And it will come up short as it has all day. Picked up at the 32-yard line. Out across the 40, out to the 43 on the return. Number 32, Tom Keene for the Norwich Cadets. Cameron Laundrie there on the stop for Castleton.
I got to believe he's kicking the ball like that on the kickoffs down low because of the wind and the holding up of the football straight in your face.
Well, I saw the crowd. I'm wondering if this crowd is as big as that one against Anna Maria.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't get the feeling it is, but
no.
So Norwich has it 1st and 10 at its own 42-yard line. And Chris Sabrin, who I have been very impressed by, the freshman quarterback for the Cadets, out of the shotgun. And here's Fulford, left to right. Fulford skips across the 45 out to about the 48-yard line. Brandon Bergeron out of Hartford there on the stop. Picked up 6, it'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, we got a crowd shot here, Jack. It's a pretty good crowd on hand nonetheless. I mean, it's probably not in that 5,000 range of game 1, but still nonetheless a very, very big crowd today.
Give them 7, call it a pickup of 7 out to the 49-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Cadets going left to right here in the third quarter. Dressed in the white and maroon with the gold helmets. Castleton in the green and black. And here again it is Fulford right side, 45-40 down the sideline to the 25, and finally Tancredi catches him down around the 21-yard line.
I gotta tell you, Fulford is one whale of a back. This guy just, if he finds a seam and catches it, he is very, very good.
Well, I'll tell you, Andrew Fulford, a 5'8", 183-pound sophomore. He's got a couple of touchdowns from in close. And that one, a 31-yard run and a Norwich first down. Here come the Cadets. 1st and 10 at the Castleton 21-yard line. Marziotti is the lone setback. Sabrin out of the shotgun. Wide out to the left and a wing left. And here's Marziotti, and he takes it off the left side as he took it right to left. Put it inside the 20 to about the 19, 18-yard line, and Sean Salisbury there on the stop. Picked up about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Norwich Cadets on the move here. First drive of the second half. They have it at the Castleton 18-yard line. Ever since that opening drive, certainly Norwich has been impressive defensively, as Castleton has had no answers as that down to the 15-yard line is on the carry. Number
on a 3rd and short.
It was Orwin Atkins. Dustin Young on the tackle.
Well, 4. I'm short. Sure 4. A 3rd down and 4. That's short, I guess.
3rd down and 4. They mark it at the 15-yard line. Picked up about 3. Orrin Atkins is number 23. Triplett is number 43 in the backfield, flanking Sabrin, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. And there's Atkins, and he takes it down to about the 10-yard line. That should be a first down. Picks it up by about a yard. Picked up about 5. And Andrew Kernan out of Rutland High School on the tackle. First down, and well, it's going to be 1st and 10. It looks like they could probably pick up a first down without getting the touchdown. There's the clock for the score on your screen. And we got a 12 minutes to go, third quarter. Norwich has a 19-7 lead and has it first down at the 10-yard line. First and 10 at the 10, just outside the 10. They can pick up a first down without getting the touchdown. Here's Triplett off the left side. Triplett now inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Picks up about 6. Brandon Bergeron on the tackle. Andy Triplett, number 43. Number 23 is Oren Atkins for the Cadets. Got it down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 4 for Norwich.
Norwich down in the red zone, knocking on the door again to open up the second half.
Again, Atkins, number 23, Triplett, number 43. A couple of wideouts to the left. Got a slot left. It's Martinez. Second down, about 4 from the 4-yard line. And Atkins softly close on the inside handoff.
It's going to be a first down.
It's down at just the virtually goal line. Norwich will have 4 cracks from about the 1-foot line. Well, let's see. Are they going to call it a first down or not? It's they're going to say
really third down.
Third down and inches at the 1. They can pick up a first down without getting the touchdown.
I might ask for a measurement on that one.
Fulford is in the backfield. They operate now out of the wishbone. As Sabrin back underneath center. Sabrin, first man through, and it's Triplett. He's in. Touchdown. Yeah, he picked up the first down, certainly, and the touchdown. Triplett from a yard out. And the Norwich Cadets have now gone ahead by a score of 25-7. 10:21 to go, third quarter. Impressive drive here on the opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, what a great drive by Cadets. The Cadets right there did a nice job of running the ball all the way down the field. There was a penalty on the play that was declined. I didn't catch the call, but it was declined.
So 25-7, the Cadets take the lead. Here's Kelly with the extra point, and it is good. And Norwich takes a 26-7 lead with 10:21 to go, third quarter.
Yeah, great job by the Cadets right there, as we said earlier. You know, to take that opening kickoff of the second half and march down a football field. You know, Castleton needs right now to come back themselves, establish a nice drive of their own, and just keep that momentum going that they have. That they are able to play with the Norwich Cadets.
Well, the Spartans at one time had a 7-0 lead in this game, and actually their offense has really sputtered since that opening drive. And in that opening drive, the 14-yard touchdown pass from Brzezowski to Carpenter, we thought, wow, it's going to be a 55-50 game. Look out for that juggernaut. But Norwich has really shut down the Castleton offense since that time.
It's amazing how a couple of mistakes can slow you down like this did today. And those mistakes, the opening drive was wonderful. Then those mistakes as the game went on, really they shot themselves in the foot and slowed their momentum down. Now they need to get it back and establish something here in the second half. They're a very good second half football team.
And here is Kelly with the kickoff. It is Cassidy at the 25-yard line. Has an opening. Cassidy out across the 45 to the 50-yard line. A 25-yard return. Evan Cassidy out of South Burlington. Both of the men back deep were around the 20-yard line. Jabor and Cassidy. That tells you again about the wind here. And Cassidy, 1 or 2 men away from possibly taking it all the way. They mark it out at the 49-yard line. First and 10, Spartans at their own 49-yard line. Spartans trailing 26-7. Brzezowski play action. Throws, and it is complete far side to Farmer. Bounced out of bounds right around the Norwich 42-yard line. Picked up close to 10 yards, and then he was bounced out of bounds by Mike Orenberger. It picked up about 9. It is Norwich 26 and Castleton 7 with 8:34 to go in the third quarter. So the Spartans trying to score for the first time since the opening drive of the football game. They got Farmer wide to the right, couple of wideouts to the left. Brzezowski play action, looks, steps up, shoots it near side, complete to Carpenter. Carpenter down at the 30-yard line, and that's another first down. That picked up about 9-10 yards. Dan Wild has got an interception in the game on the tackle for the Norwich Cadets. 1st and 10, Castleton down at the Norwich 30.
Yeah, he's had a kind of a quiet ball game to this point.
He only had 298 yards rushing a week ago. Farmer back in 86. Justin Liam Bruno, number 83, out of the ball game. Farmer will be tied on the right. Cassidy wide right. Back underneath center, Brzezowski. Play action, steps up, and he's going to be sacked back at the 37-yard line. And on the sack, Mike Orenberger. Man, what an afternoon. Orenberger on the sack there. He's also got an interception as it lost yardage back to the 37, lost about 7. It'll be 2nd and 17.
Mr. Opportunity, I think we got to call that kid. Like you said, the great interception. A nice sack right there.
Randy Babineau will be wide right along with Jabor and Cole. Cassidy and Farmer wide to the left. Cassidy is a slot left. They got trips right, and Brzezowski out of the shotgun. Looking. Throws right, and the bubble screen is complete to Babineau. That's where they're going to mark it 3rd down and 9. They operate out of the eye. Play action, Brzezowski. Avoids one man. Steps to the left, fires, and it is complete to Cassidy at the 12, to the 10, down at the 5-yard line. What a move after the catch, and what a throw by Brzezowski. What a catch and a move by Evan Cassidy.
What a nice job by Brzezowski to avoid the rush. He steps up out of the pocket forward and finds Cassidy wide open with a big gainer. Nice job.
A 23-yard pickup and a Spartan first down. 1st and goal at the Cadet 6. 26-7, the Cadets out in front with 6:18 to go in the 3rd quarter. As the Spartans now in the eye. Carpenter's the up back. And the handoff inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. It was Carpenter. Carpenter was the deep back. LaFleur the up back. LaFleur number 30, Carpenter 39. Charles Stiles and Dan Wild on the stop. Got about 3 down to the 3. It'll be 2nd and goal. Carpenter is the deep back. LaFleur is the up back out of the eye. Cassidy wide right, and Farmer is tight on the left now. Brzezowski again operating out of the eye on 2nd and goal. And the handoff, Carpenter straight ahead, and the youngster out of Fort Edward, New York, bowls his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Spartans on the board again for the first time since the opening drive of the ball game. It's Norwich 26, Castleton 13, 5:33 to go, 3rd quarter, a 3-yard touchdown run for Tyler Carpenter.
And that'll get the hometown faithful here on their feet a little bit. Excited about the game again, 26-13. Hey, we still have ourselves a heck of a ball game here.
Here's Louis Robitaille in to attempt the extra point. And we got penalty markers down. They're going to whistle this play dead.
Yeah. Movement. That'll bring it back every time.
Carpenter with his 2nd touchdown. They look across the embankment across the way. A lot of people here on the embankment. There are people lined around. There were people in the end zone.
Ooh, we're going to go for 2 now. Is that the look? Why not?
Well, they move it back to the 8-yard line. You know what it does is it opens up. It gives them a little bit more space.
Passing room.
So they are going to go for 2. Brzezowski, play action, looking, and they're going to sack him. So the try for 2, no good.
Not a bad idea, though. Pick up that 2.
So with 5:33 to go, 3rd quarter, let's see, we have another look here. It's 26-13, Norwich out in front.
Going to take a look at the touchdown. Carpenter gets the ball straight up the gut into the end zone by a couple of yards. Nice job.
And then after the penalty, which was against Castleton, they moved it back and
went for 2.
Went for 2, and of course, Brzezowski was taken down. That's
yeah, they weren't fooled there at any level going after that 2.
See, if they went for 2 and got it, that would have been, well, it's still a 2-possession game. Well, actually, the second touchdown would have put them ahead, though. That would have been if they got to it, if they would have been trailing by 11, and 2 touchdowns would have given them 12 without the extra point. Anyway, they did not get it. So here is Robitaille on the kickoff after the 3-yard touchdown run for Carpenter. And this one will go to the 20-yard line and across the 30, 35, looking for room on the return. Brandon Rudd for Norwich. Get it out to the 38-yard line. So the Cadets go on the offense, 1st and 10. First game for the Maple Sap Bucket here at Spartan Stadium. Norwich goes on to play for the Conference Championship a week from today and will host a Mount Ida up in Northfield.
And we will be down there for the presentation of the Maple Sap Bucket.
Sabrin has 3 wideouts to the right, all bunched in. He operates out of the shotgun. Pulford, he's been immense, straight ahead. Picks up about 12 out to the 50-yard line. Dustin Young, Sean Salisbury actually there on the tackle.
Sean Salisbury from ESPN.
A little old, but he's got eligibility left. He's been in the pros, back in college. Picked up about 12 out to the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cadets, 5:12 to go, 3rd quarter. Norwich out front by a score of 26-13. Sabrin with a couple of setbacks, couple of wideouts to the right. Chris Sabrin, a freshman quarterback out of BFA of St. Albans. Sabrin now hammed in. Shequin has got him. A couple of Vermonters go head-to-head out of Burlington. Shequin and out of BFA, as we mentioned, Sabrin. And also number 67 in on the play for the Spartans, Joe Sparvieri.
One of the rare times that he's been sacked today.
Back to the 44-yard line, so it lost 6. It'll be 2nd and 16. The Cadets at their own 44. Cadets in white and maroon going left to right here in the 3rd quarter. Sabrin out of the shotgun. Fakes to Fulford, takes it right up the middle on the keeper. And up to the original line of scrimmage of the 50-yard line. Dustin Young on the tackle.
Hey, you know, something going on here. If the Spartans can come up with a stop.
It certainly, you mentioned it. I mean, this certainly is not a...
It's not over.
It's not. It's going to be 3rd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I do like that Spartan offense. 4th quarter with the wind at their back. Hey, anything can happen here. Well, you certainly couldn't have asked for a better punt right there if you're Norwich, and that will make Castleton work the field for 95
We saw DeBow
yards.
put one out at the 1-yard line against Becker last week, and on the first play from scrimmage after that, the running back for Becker went about 50 yards out to the 50-yard line or so.
Maybe you'll see the same thing right now.
Carpenter's the deep back, LaFleur the up back out of the eye as Shane Brzezowski is underneath center. Brzezowski on the draw play. Carpenter bangs his way out across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Nice 5-yard pickup for the young man.
Stiles on the tackle. Picks up about 6. We'll call it 2nd and 4. The Spartans have it out at their own 11-yard line. Again, LaFleur is the up back, and the deep back, it is Carpenter out of the eye. Couple of wideouts to the right. Brzezowski again. Again, the draw play to Carpenter, straight ahead. And he's breaking tackles out close to the 15. Got out to about the 14, picked up 3. Looks to be about 3rd down, about a yard. We got a couple of players shaken up, one for each team. And the tackle made by Rocco D'Amico and Joe Gumberwich. We'll see here. It's really can't tell who those injured players are. We got somewhat of a close-up on our camera here. I still can't tell. We do have, this is the first time we've faced this in some soccer action this year, Chris. You already mentioned it with the setting sun, which is directly to our left and virtually in our eyes here.
And I remember when you and I first came here back 3 months ago.
We said there was going to be a problem.
It was going to be a problem, and here it is.
And the player for Castleton who has been shaken up is number 77. The Norwich player is still down, number 77. Is it 77? Yeah, it's Ron Daigle, freshman, 6 foot, 295-pounder. He comes off limping just a bit. Still can't tell who the Norwich player is. Still administering to him, as you can see there on your screen. Jack Healey, Chris there. We are at Spartan Stadium, the final game of the regular season. Castleton will end its first year here today. Norwich goes on. The Eastern Collegiate Football Conference Championship game against Mount Ida up at Northfield a week from today. The Norwich Cadets have a 26-13 lead with 2:44 to go in the third quarter. Tomorrow, of course, on the Northeast Sports Network, we will have the NAC final in women's soccer at noontime as Castleton will take on Hussey. Again, they're administering to the injured Norwich player here. And
there we go.
Yeah, he's.
He's up.
That's that 55 or is that
55?
Yeah, that's Reza Afsar Manish, 5'10", 235-pounder. Afsar Manish, Reza Afsar Manish.
I would have.
So good news, both players going off the field certainly under their own power. It's third down and less than a yard for the Spartans. They have it just shy of their own 15-yard line. Here's Evan Cassidy, number 15, wide to the left. Carpenter is the lone setback. Behind Shane Brzezowski, third and short. That's Cassidy in motion left to right. Carpenter the call, and there, well, let's see. They're going to wrap him up. I believe he had to get to the 15. He certainly didn't there.
I don't know.
Now,
they're calling fourth down.
How about a riverboat gambler? If you're Rich Alercio,
nope.
No, not that.
Down there.
It's going to be fourth down and inches. They're going to boot the football away.
Good call.
Big defensive play by the mid portion of the Norwich defensive unit.
Yeah, big play right there.
Well, it's a game of field position, and after that great punt by Norwich, by Seagate, the Spartans could pick up the first down. Here's DeVoe on the punt now, and this will send number 6 Flanagan back, and Flanagan, breaking a couple of tackles, brings it into Castleton territory. Jared Flanagan, a freshman. So it'll be Norwich in Castleton territory, first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's a pretty good punt right there by Castleton. Into the wind.
They're going to mark it at the 47. First and 10 for Norwich at the Castleton 47-yard line. Saber, number 14, the freshman out of St. Albans. He has been impressive. Boy, the way he can handle the football and this offensive deception and misdirection. And here is the fake to Fulford as Saber takes it to the left back against the grain. They're going to wrap him up at right around the 44-yard line. Brian Ayers, 6 foot, 189-pound sophomore. And he picked up about 3. It'll be second and 7 for the Norwich Cadets at the Castleton 43-yard line. Picked up close to 4. Well, it's second and 6. Fulford is number 30. And the quarterback out of the shotgun. There's the fake, and he takes it straight ahead down to the 35-yard line. Sabrin. I'll tell you, he's been impressive. That's picked up 8 and a first down. Cody Tancredi on the tackle.
He is very impressive, and with that big line in front of him, it's easy for him to pick up those nice yards like that.
First and 10 for Norwich at the Castleton 35-yard line. 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. Norwich out front 26-13. Sabrin. There's the fake, and again off left tackle, and he bangs his way down to the 31. We got a penalty marker down. Picked up about 4.
Holding.
It is holding against Norwich, so wipe it off the board. A 10-yard penalty from the point of infraction. So it's 29.8 seconds to go in the third quarter, as you can see on your screen. And Norwich with that 26-13 lead. They mark it all the way back to the Castleton 46-yard line. And it will be first down and about 20. Fulford, number 30, in the backfield. He's had a couple of touchdowns. Adrian Dantzler's number 81. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. They're going to man wide to the right. Saber now looking. Throws left, and it is complete. Down to the 37-yard line. Adrian Dantzler on the catch. That'll be the end of the third quarter. It'll be second down about 12. That picked up about 8. We've played 3 here in the battle for the Maple Sap Bucket here at Spartan Stadium. After 3 quarters of play, the first intra-state college football game since 1991. It is Norwich 26, Castleton 13. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this word from Castleton State College.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships, and community service. There's a real sense of community.
and the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
Chuck Healey back with Adam Largess, our producer, Chris Thayer, Jeremy Jackson, Mary Michael, and Katie, and Mike Valentine from Channel 20. I know we had some technical problems at Channel 20, but we've been on the whole time on the Northeast Sports Network on the video cast. It is a penalty for holding against Norwich, and we'll move back here again, back to the 47-yard line. So it's going to be second out about 21 or so. Second and 22, we'll call it for Norwich at the Castleton 47-yard line. (26-13), 14:35 left here in the game. 26-13, Norwich has that lead. Sabering out of the shotgun. On second and long, Sabering looking. And he fires long down the right sideline, and it is caught inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And it is McCarthy on the catch. Alan McCarthy, number 87, down at the 14-yard line. What a throw. It was well covered. That's a 33-yard pickup and a Norwich first down.
And a big first down it was, Jack. We're going to take another look at this on the replay. Sabering with the ball, drops back to pass, lays it out there nicely, put everything he had into it. One-on-one coverage to the outside. He picks up the nice first down.
Here's McCarthy on the catch, first and 10 for the Cadets. And there's Fulford off the right side on the misdirection. And he's dropped virtually at the line of scrimmage by Heath Janier on a Fairhaven.
You go back to that.
And there's a penalty marker down, coming down late. And apparently it's, well, I see a Norwich player or two applauding here. It might be against Castleton. Yep. So that picked up back to the line of scrimmage. It would have been second and 10, but this will be half the distance to the goal line. A personal foul against Castleton.
Those are the calls that make coaches crazy.
Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Spartans, and they're going to mark it down to the 7. It'll be first and 4 at the 7-yard line.
I want to go back to that passing play, Chuck, that big play. Until that point, they only had 19 yards passing. That last pass covered 33.
Perfectly thrown pass down the right sideline, right in stride Alan McCarthy. And after a stop of the line of scrimmage, Norwich after that personal foul against Castleton, half the distance to the goal line. And remember, it was post-possession, so it's going to be first down. And, well, let's see here. Now, is there going to be another explanation? Wait and see. It's going to be second down. I beg your pardon. They had it first, but it's second down on the stick. Second down at about 4 for Norwich at the Castleton 7-yard line. .13:40 to go in the game. It's Norwich out in front by a score of 26-13. Sabrin out of the shotgun. He's got Fulford with him. A wide out to the right, a wide out to the left. Second down and a long 3. Here's Fulford. Turns the corner, down the sideline, tiptoes into the end zone, touchdown. Fulford's got his 3rd touchdown of the ball game. That one from 7 yards out as the Norwich Cadets lead it by a score of 32-13.
Yeah, that kid's a whale of a back, and as he, like you said, he just tiptoed into the end zone right there, got around the edge, and once he gets there, he's very difficult to get his hands on. They do a nice job of cutting down the edge of Castleton, and once he gets outside, he's tough to stop.
They're coming with 13:23 to go in the game. And they are going to go for 2 here. Sabrin out of the shotgun. Moves to the right, looking. And he is going to be hit by Sheequin. But there is a penalty marker down. We'll see here. That was the try for the 2 points. Sheequin sacked him, but we'll see here what the penalty marker is all about.
There's been a penalty on almost every play in the last 4 plays here.
And it's a personal foul, grabbing the face mask against Castleton.
Oh, my God.
So it'll be half the distance to the goal line. Now let's see here. I guess they've changed their mind here. I still was the kicker in.
No, Sequin's still out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's half the distance of the goal line, so about 1.5 yards, and it'll be a triplet, and Fulford is in the backfield. And also Atkins. They're out of the wishbone set. They are going to go for 2 as they have it in closer. Sabrin underneath center, number 14. Here's the pitch now. Atkins, and back against the grain. Nice run there for the 2 points. Orwin Atkins for 2, and Norwich takes a 34-13 lead with 13:23 to go in the game for the Maple Sap Bucket. Back with a kickoff after this timeout from Castleton.
yeah, we're going to take a look at the play here first. This looks like this might be the touchdown. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was looking at here. It was the touchdown. We talked about earlier how he tiptoes into the end zone. He's tough when he gets onto that edge. Thank you, Adam.
And we were going to take the break. We'll keep it right
You
here.
gonna take a break? I guess not. Okay, we'll keep it here. Good call, Jack.
And we did, I believe we got word that Channel 20 was having some technical difficulty.
They are. There's nothing we can do about it. It's not us. It's something done at the station. We do apologize for that, the folks down the line.
Was people video casting, and we're still on the video cast. I'm not sure if we're back or not.
The video cast is good. It's the Channel 20 stuff that's not working properly.
The thing is, would they let us know if we are back?
Probably not.
So I don't know if we're back or not.
We don't know.
But we've been going all along here on the video cast on NSN. That's Cassidy at the 25. Took it toward the middle. Breaking tackles. Back to the left to the 30. Up the sideline. It bounced out of bounds to the Castleton 41-yard line. Nice return by Evan Cassidy.
Yeah, they thought they had him pinned back in there at the 30, but he did a nice job of escaping to his left-hand side. It picks up an additional 10 yards.
So it's 34-13 Norwich, 13-14 to go in the game. Of course, that was a big couple of penalties against Castleton on that Norwich drive, but remember the stop out of the 11-yard line and on 3rd down. So that was like, after that, they went 89 yards for the score. I beg your pardon, as here is the fumble as the pitch to Evan Cassidy. Couldn't handle it. Norwich has recovered. They have it at the 30-yard line. It's going to be, I believe, number 54 on the fumble recovery for Norwich. It was Chris Roberto. I was about ready to say that Norwich went, 85 yards or something, but that was Castleton that had the football. Yeah. So they were shy at the 11-yard line, then had to boot it away. And certainly Norwich had a relatively short field, helped out a couple of penalties, and eventually scoring. And here is the fumble recovery by Roberto. And Norwich looking to cash in. They have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Sabrin out of the shotgun. Sabrin looking. And he throws down the right side, and it is incomplete. It would have been a touchdown.
He wasted no time, did he?
They went right for the throat.
Right for the jugular, baby.
They sure did.
And they had it, and they let it go.
Chris Denton, number 82, had it and couldn't hang on. Perfectly thrown pass. Boy, I'll tell you, Sabrin,
that kid,
they don't throw because he can't do it. They throw because they throw when they have to.
Where did BFA hide this kid?
Well, I did see him play last year against Essex. I was impressed. He was a Shrine player. He did throw a few interceptions in that game. He threw quite a bit, but 4 or 5, but there were passes that were tipped and so forth. Here's Triplett up the middle off the handoff and bangs his way. It was a 2nd and 10 play. Bangs his way to about the 26 before he gets driven back by a host of Castleton Spartans. Yeah, I saw the BFA Essex game a year ago. Sabrin threw 4 interceptions, but not all of them were his fault. He certainly he was a Shrine player, but we mentioned earlier Grant White was the quarterback for the most part out of Springfield. Grant White, a great football player in his own right at Springfield, but of course his own coach was there, Mike Cadden, and you expect that they're going to use their own quarterback.
Of course, Grant White, the VSSA Vermont Athlete of the Year on the male side.
They're down about 5. They're going to mark it at the Castleton 26-yard line. Sabrin on the handoff. Fulford up the middle. Very impressive. 1st down and more inside the 20 to the 19. A portion of that defensive unit, the Spartans. They're going to mark it at the 20. Dustin Young on the tackle. 1st and 10. Norwich has it at the Castleton 20. Spartans looking for more. A couple of wideouts to the left, a wideout to the right. The Cadets are, Norwich looking for more, leading at 34-13 with 11:48 left here. Here's Sabrin, throws to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown by Denton. And a perfectly thrown pass again. That one from 20 yards out.
We got a penalty flag down, Jack.
There is a penalty marker down, though. Let's wait and see. They'll wipe it off the board. It is coming back.
Personal foul.
Is it post-possession, though? I think it's after the touchdown.
Okay.
It is after the touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown pass.
I think one of the things that's happened out there, Jack, it's got a little bit chippy in the last 5 minutes or so.
So the penalty apparently will be assessed on the kickoff. It's 40-13 now Norwich after the 20-yard touchdown pass from Sabrin to Denton. 11:41 to go in the game. And here is Kelly to attempt the extra point. And he bangs it home, and Norwich has a 41-13 lead.
We're going to take a look at this touchdown pass. It was a beautiful pass, nicely dropped out there by Sabrin. He takes the low snap, picks the ball up, and just throws it out there ever so nicely. If we catch up, we did. Okay. Right in the backside of the end zone with a nice touchdown for Norwich.
So the Norwich Cadets have opened it up here, leading at 41-13 with 11:41 to go in the game, and they cash in on the fumble recovery by Roberto. A 20-yard touchdown pass from Chris Sabrin to Chris Denton. They are going to assess that penalty on the kickoff, so Norwich will be kicking off from the 15-yard line. Tomorrow we'll be back here on NSN. The video cast of the Women's Soccer Championship game in the NAC between Castleton and Usson will be on about noontime. Today's game on the Northeast Sports Network and Channel 20, PEGTV. I know they had some technical problems earlier. Here's the kickoff along the ground, and it's picked up at about the 47-yard line. As picking it up for Castleton, number 26, William Barnett. So the Spartans will have pretty good field position here in Norwich territory, as they are finally going to mark it at the Norwich 43-yard line. Spartans dressed in green and black in their first year as they come to a close today. Brzezowski over the middle. Tom Cole, did he come up with a catch? Yes, he did. Nice catch, a nice sliding catch for the youngster, number 7, Tom Cole, out of Otter Valley, down at the 29-yard line. It picked up 14 and a first down. Andy Babineau playing his final collegiate game, number 44, wide left. Brzezowski out of the shotgun, trips right. Cassidy Farmer and also Cole. Brzezowski looking, moves to the left, and he is caught from behind. Nice play there is the defensive play, Chris Roberto, number 54 on the sack. He's the one that came up with that fumble recovery before.
We got to talk about Randy Babineau a little bit. Kind of kid you wouldn't mind seeing getting 6 points here. You know, he's been great all season long, been a team leader. Only 1 year and done here. It'd be nice to see him get 6.
Second down and 15, lost about 5. Castleton to Norwich 34. They set up the screen to Babineau, and he can't handle it. It'll be third down and 15. They mark it closer to the Norwich 33-yard line. Norwich out in front 41-13 with 10:38 to go in the game. Jabor, number 8, wide to the left. They have trips right. Here's Shane Brzezowski. Pumps once, looking. Being chased, moves to the right, looking. Fires, and it is caught again by Cole at the 17. There is a penalty marker down. That picked up 16. That would be a first down, but we'll see what the penalty marker is all about. Tom Cole, a couple of nice catches here in this drive. As we got pass interference, offensive pass interference against Castleton.
Really?
So this will be a play that will be wiped off the board. Can't quite hear what the call was there. I mean, it's pass interference, but against whom?
It's not loud enough. Well, I think it had to be against Cole if he caught the ball.
At any rate, it's a 15-yard penalty, and they'll mark it back at the Norwich 48-yard line.
So it's third and forever.
Well, they got to get down to about the 20, so it's about third and 28. They'll mark it at the Norwich 48-yard line. So Brzezowski back underneath center. LaFleur is the up back. That's Cassidy in motion right to left. Brzezowski now on third and long. Rolls to the left. Looks, stops, brings it back toward the middle. Lets it fly, and it's a wobbler, and it goes incomplete. He threw it into triple coverage intended for Jabor at the 16. Brzezowski, for the most part, throws a nice ball, but that one wobbled a bit. It was a dying duck. Not a lame duck. Dying duck.
It died on the way there.
Lame duck is sort of like a political term. Matter In fact, it is.
It is, certainly.
So 4th and long, and the Spartans will boot the football away. DeVoe. And it's going to hit at about the 15 and go out of bounds. Let's see. They're going to be, matter of fact, went out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So the Norwich Cadets, who have been impressive, they'll go on to meet Mount Ida for the Eastern Championship. Eastern Collegiate Football Conference is the name of the conference. The championship against Mount Ida next week.
ECFC.
41-13. The Cadets lead it with 9:50 to go in the game. I believe they have a new quarterback in there. Yeah, it's Gigi Gilly is the new quarterback. And here's Marziotti banging his way out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. And number 67, Joe Spravari on the tackle for Castleton.
Of course, in here in the booth with us is the WDEV team of George Como, who also works with us. And they were talking about this Maserati kid not playing much due to injury this year.
Yeah, he was the one of course, that's a first down. It picked up about 10 yards in a first down. Gillies now on the handoff out across the 30, 35, 40, 45 out to the 46-yard line on the carry. Warwin Atkins and Sean Salisbury on the tackle. And here they come. We mentioned Marziotti, number 20. There were two. Actually, as I looked at the roster, there's about 4 or 5 players. There were double numbers there. One was Marziotti, and take it out to the 46-yard line. Get a nice pickup and another first down. 1st and 10 for the Norwich Cadets at their own 46-yard line. And there's the fake, and this time it gets nowhere, lost about a yard. Brian Ayers, sophomore, 6 foot, 189-pounder, will be back next year in the stop for the Spartans. And lost about a yard, will be 2nd and 11. As the Cadets have it just shy of their own 45, actually nose of the football at the 45. Healey is the new quarterback out of the shotgun, and I'm telling you, Chris Saber and I am very impressed. Starting quarterback. 8:25 to go in the game. Norwich on front, 41-13. Marziotti, right tackle, 50 to the 45, close to first down yardage, down at the 43. Picked up about 11 as he took Dustin Young with him. Young made the tackle. Picked up close to first down yardage when it was all said and done at the 44. It's going to be 3rd and inches at the Castleton 44-yard line.
At the end of the third, I'll get this after.
Gillies. Here's the handoff, right tackle, first down and more, 35-30 down at the 29-yard line. Orwin Atkins again picked up about 14 and another first down.
Going back to the end of the third quarter, time of possession was 24 minutes for Norwich and 20 for Castleton. So fairly even, but I think it's becoming a little more lopsided now as the game goes on here in the 4th.
1st and 10, the Cadets have it at the Spartan 30-yard line. Couple of wideouts to the left and one setback next to Gillies. And here now is Triplett as he takes it to the right and tries to turn the corner, does for a couple to the 28-yard line. And Washik went on the tackle and a piece of him, number 84 out of Burlington. Picked up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Cadets have it at the Castleton 29-yard line. Gillies out of the shotgun again for the Norwich Cadets. And there's the handoff straight ahead. Down at the 25-yard line. That was Marziotti. Get it down to the 25-yard line. Brian Paluski on the tackle. Picked up about 5, 3rd and 5 for the Cadets at the Spartan 25-yard line. Here now, off the right side, Atkins has some room as he turns the corner inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. Dropped out of bounds, Sean Salisbury. Did push him out of bounds across the way. Clock stops. We'll see. I know the clock stops with the change of the chain game moving here. The first down. I believe he did get out of bounds. It's first down and 10 for Norwich at the Castleton 14-yard line. Actually, he didn't get out of bounds because the clock starts again after the chain gang resetting, and Marziotti again on the call to about the 13. They do stop the clock on the first down and then start the clock again when the sticks are moved, and it'll be second down and about 10. That got back to the line of scrimmage. Cadets have it at the 14. Castleton 14, Cadets lead 41-13 with 5:30 to go here in the game. Atkins in the backfield next to Gillies now out of the shotgun. And Gillies right up the middle to the 10. Breaks a tackle and brought down at about the 9-yard line. Salisbury there. Picked up about 5.
That was a dead quarterback draw all the way. Nothing else he was doing with that football.
Third down about 4. They'll call it at the 8-yard line. Picked up about 6. Third down and 4 for the Cadets of the Castleton 8. Triplett is in the backfield. Here's Triplett on the call, right up the middle. Takes a couple of people with him down to about the 3-yard line. Picks up 5. It appears to be a first down. Heath Janier, number 75, was riding him to the turf here at Spartan Stadium. First and goal for the Cadets at the Spartan 3-yard line. Now Marziotti is back in the backfield. And Gilly is the quarterback out of the shotgun. And there is Marziotti, and he dives into the end zone for the touchdown. So he's got himself another touchdown. Marziotti with a touchdown there. And Norwich goes up by a score of 47-13 with 4:10 to go in the game. It's a 3-yard touchdown run for Marziotti. Here's Kelly in to attempt the extra point with 4:10 to go in the game. And the kick is good. And the Norwich Cadets now lead by a score of 48-13 after the extra point. Marziotti, a 3-yard touchdown run. 4:10 to go here in the ball game, and we'll be back with a kickoff after this timeout from Castleton State College.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships and community service. There's a real sense of community.
and the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
Chuck Healey back. Chris Thayer will join us on the postgame show down below. He's taken off here. 4:10 left in the game, and Norwich has opened up a 48-13 lead. Kyle Marziotti, 3-yard touchdown run. He's scored a couple in this game for Norwich, and Kelly the extra point. 48-13 Norwich, and Norwich very impressive. Castleton actually scored in the first drive of the ball game and had a 7-0 lead. Here is the kickoff, and this will send Cassidy back at the 24-yard line. Tight ropes up to the sideline and out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. And so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Spartans. They're on 32. So the Spartans playing their final 4 minutes and 6 seconds in their first year here for the Maple Sap Bucket against the powerful Norwich Cadets, who look to cap off a perfect conference regular season. Spartans have it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Operate out of the eye. 48-13 Norwich. Here's Shane Brzezowski on the draw play to Randy Babineau, the captain. He's dropped after a loss of about a yard back to the 31. It'll be 2nd and 11. Carpenter in, and also Farmer. Jabor out Jabor is out along with Babineau for Castleton. All in all, of course, a very good year for Norwich, and all in all, a very successful first year for Castleton. 3 wins, 1 in the league. 2nd down and 11. Out of the shotgun, Brzezowski in motion, Cassidy. Here's the double reverse. Here's actually Brzezowski throws to Farmer at the 50. Takes it off. 30, 25, down at the 22-yard line. I believe the direct snap went to Carpenter. Carpenter went to Cassidy, double reverse, back to Brzezowski, who found Farmer downfield. We'll see if we can take another look at that when we have an opportunity here as they get it 1st and 10 down at the 23-yard line. Let's take another look here. Yeah, that was the direct snap. We'll do it after this play. Here's Brzezowski back in the shotgun. Brzezowski being chased, now throws to the end zone, and incomplete. Almost a sensational catch in the end zone by Jabor, but it went incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Let's take a look at it here. I believe that's Carpenter on the direct snap from center because Brzezowski's wide to the left. What's that? Okay, we're not going to be able to get to that. Okay. It'll be 2nd and 10. That was a 46-yard pass play. Here's Brzezowski for Jabor in the end zone, and he makes the catch. Touchdown. It's 48-19 Norwich. That was a 23-yard touchdown pass from Brzezowski to Mike Jabor. And that coming with 2:53 to go in the game. And here is Robitaille in to attempt the extra point. And the kick is good. It's 48-20. Norwich with 2:53 to go here. That pass play for the touchdown. Brzezowski to Jabor. And the extra point again by Robitaille. And it's now Norwich 48 and Castleton 20. Can we go back to that original play or not? We're talking about that double reverse play that get them down to the 23, and I don't know if we can show you that as we've tried a couple of times to get back to it. It was the double reverse, then Brzezowski's throw downfield, a 46-yarder. And here we go. No, we've tried a couple of times. I guess the 3rd time we're not going to be able to get back to that. I beg your pardon. Of course, that was, I just wanted to see if, again, I believe the direct snap was to Carpenter on that, and then he handed it off to Cassidy, then to Brzezowski. Brzezowski threw it downfield to Farmer. Farmer got it about the 50 all the way down to the 23. It was a 46-yard pass play. A couple of plays later, Brzezowski to Jabor for the touchdown. So Norwich is out in front, 48-20 with 2:53 to go in the game. Of course, this is our first endeavor, and I think all in all, not a bad job by the folks at NSN. As the onside kick, and it's covered up by Norwich. And they'll have it at the 37-yard line of Castleton. I think all in all, with instituting a certainly unprecedented in sports coverage in the state of Vermont, and with the replays and so forth, not bad at all. And our first endeavor of Castleton football, of course, we had replays last year in basketball and also in hockey. We've had replays in soccer and field hockey this year, and certainly in football. As 1st and 10 as they hand off to Marziotti. Takes it to the right, and he's going to be racked up after maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Into the ball game for Norwich. Pat Sikora. Castleton lost in men's soccer today to Husson in the NAC championship game by a score of 3-1. So the men can't get it done up in Bangor, Maine. The women will try tomorrow against Husson. That we'll have for you beginning at noon on NSN. 2nd and 9 for the Norwich Cadets at the 37-yard line. And here's Sikora, just checked in, number 7, and he bangs his way down to about the 32, 33-yard line. Host of cadets on the blocking scheme, and a host of Spartans there to drop him. It'll be 3rd down coming up. Ethan Hadley out of Rutland High School on the stop. 3rd down and 5 for the cadets at the Spartan 33-yard line. G.G. Gillies is the quarterback out of the shotgun. Yeah, here is Sikora again, right tackle inside the 30 to about the 29. You know, it looks like it's going to be shy of 1st down yardage. Ethan Hadley on the tackle. So it'll be 4th down and 1 for the cadets at the 29-yard line. Sikora, who played his high school ball at U32 in East Montpelier. A minute to go in the ball game. 4th down, less than a yard. As the Spartans will end their year here, and we have penalty markers down, and it might be the illegal procedure. It's going to be against Norwich. So Castleton losing in men's soccer today in the NAC final, and Peoples defeated Mill River in girls soccer, the Division III girls soccer state championship game today. And Mill River unbeaten during the regular season and through the final. Certainly a heartbreaking loss. 5-yard penalty back to the 34. It'll be 4th down, about 6. Gillies out of the shotgun with 46.7 seconds to go in the game. And it's on the ground. It's going to be Castleton's football no matter what. They'll have it out at the 37-yard line. It was a 4th down play. Doesn't matter who recovered. It'll be Castleton's football with 39.3 seconds to go in the game. So the Norwich Cadets will walk away with the first maple sap bucket. The rotating trophy traditionally from now on. This is Castleton Norwich Roman numeral 1. Same as Super Bowl 1. There was a Super Bowl 1 at one time. Green Bay Packers in Kansas City. Here's Brzezowski out of the shotgun. Throws, and it is complete. Here's the hook and ladder. It went from Jabor to Cassidy down the sideline all the way down to the 24-yard line. Here's the old hook and ladder play. They're going to mark it down at the 25-yard line. Brzezowski out of the shotgun. Throws it out, complete to Babineau, near side. Babineau to the 20 and bounced down at about the 20-yard line with 19.3 seconds to go in the game.
With 19.3 seconds remaining, Spartans trying to get on the board one more time. You're trailing 48-20. Yeah, last night in the state Division I semifinal in Essex scored on a 49-yard.
That's about a 42-yard hook and ladder play. 42 yards. The completion of Jabor and then pitching it back to Cassidy. It was 2nd down, about 6 here. We got a timeout. Castleton. Going to mark it at the 21-yard line with 19.3 seconds to go in the game. The Spartans have it at the Norwich 21. I'd like to thank Jeremy Jackson for his help, and certainly not through yet. There's other sports coming up tomorrow and certainly throughout the winter. Thanks for the spotting. Adam Largess, the folks at Channel 20, PEGTV, the Rutland Cable System, Mike Valentine and Company. Chris Thayer will be down on the field for our post-game show. Mary Michael and Katie, our camera people today. And Adam Largess again, I'd like to thank him and his twin brother, Andrew. It's nice to meet Andrew for the first time here today. We thought Andrew was here one other time, but it was actually Adam. Here's Brzezowski. He's got Babineau to his right. Brzezowski now. Pumps once, looking. And he fires to the end zone, wants Babineau, and the senior out of Milton makes the catch for the touchdown. What a way to end his short collegiate career. A 21-yard touchdown pass from Brzezowski to Babineau, and it's 48-26 Norwich with 12.5 seconds to go in the game. My goodness, he hadn't played football since high school. Out of Milton High School, he's a senior. Makes a catch in the game against Norwich. It doesn't get any better than that. And here's Robitaille. And he bangs it home. It's 48-27 Norwich now. A 21-yard touchdown pass. Brzezowski to Babineau. And my goodness, that's pretty good stuff. Do we have it again here or not? We won't have an opportunity here, and I beg your pardon. Yeah, we're all set on the replays for the rest of the game. Yep. I think Adam's twin brother Andrew told me that we couldn't do them anymore. Boy, I'll tell you, 21-yard touchdown pass from Brzezowski to Babineau. So Brzezowski's got 3 touchdown passes in this game. Also a 3-yard touchdown run for Carpenter. That's for the Castleton scoring. Brzezowski has thrown a touchdown pass to Carpenter, to Babineau, and also to Jabor. Here's the onside kick, covered up again by Norwich down at the 37. So not a bad afternoon here, all in all. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, at least the way it started. Then the defenses took over for a while. But the offense again on the board here. 48-27, Norwich, and it'll just be about it here. Probably take a knee once, and that'll be it. And it is Chris Gilding, who is out of South Burlington, takes a knee, and that's going to be the ball game. And the Norwich Cadets win the first Maple Sap Bucket. And quite a ball game here at Spartan Stadium, and a nice way to end it for Randy Babineau, catching that touchdown pass. As we'll recap all the statistics and the scoring coming up in a couple of minutes. We'll be going down for our post-game show with Chris Thayer here in just a moment. The Norwich Cadets win it by a score of 48-27. The Norwich Cadets at 7-3 overall, 6-0 in league play, will host Mount Ida for the Eastern Collegiate Football Conference Championship a week from today. The Castleton State College Spartans ended up at 1-5 in the league and 3-6 overall. As you see, the two teams shaking hands down below. For Norwich, it's on to the championship game. For Castleton, I would say a very successful first year indeed here. And a big crowd here for the first Castleton and Norwich football game. We'll have all the post-game activities down below as, again, the two teams line it up to congratulate each other down below here. And again, we'll recap all the statistics when we have an opportunity here. And there's the Maple Sap Bucket. Deanna Tyson, the athletic director at Castleton, along with Tony Marino, the athletic director at Norwich. There you have them on the screen there as they go out toward midfield. There we go.
Thank you for your support throughout the season. This has been a wonderful day in what is becoming a really storied, respectful, professional rivalry between Norwich and Castleton. It's great to have two Vermont colleges playing football again. We are all so excited about the rivalry we have and the respectful, friendly rivalry that it has become. And it's now my pleasure to introduce my good friend. He's a two-star general, the president of Norwich University, Richard Snyder. And before I do, I just want to say we just ran out of time today, but we got lots of time ahead of us, don't we?
Great, Mr. President. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Mr. President. You're all invited back to Northfield next year. We'd love to see you all. Have a great year. You guys are awesome.
There you have the first maple sap bucket presentation. The president of Castleton, of course, and of course General Schneider, the president of Norwich. And again, there's the General and President Walk handing the maple sap bucket to Norwich University, winning the first one here. We'll start to recap the scoring here, but we'll see. We've got to keep an eye on Chris there down below, right behind the Castleton football players. The maple sap bucket going to Norwich. The Spartans actually took the lead first, 6-0, with 12:06 left in the first quarter. A 14-yard touchdown pass from Shane Brzezowski to Tyler Carpenter as the Spartans went 56 yards in 6 plays in 2 minutes and 54 seconds to take the 6-0 lead. Lewis Robitaille the extra point to make it 7-0. Then with 9:23 left in the first quarter, the Cadets came back. Andrew Fulford, his first of 3 touchdowns on the afternoon, a 7-yard touchdown run to cut the Castleton lead to 7-6. Ryan Kelly, the extra point. Norwich went 59 yards in 6 plays in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And here, we'll continue on with the scoring in just a moment. Let's go down below with Chris there.
All right, Jack, thank you very much. I'm going to turn this over to WDEV's David, and I'm going to let you take over from here with your coaching staff from Norwich.
Hi, Bill Tanner from WDEV and Norwich Cadet Football. I'm here with Coach Sean McIntyre and Andrew Fulford, the running back, number 30, sophomore. Coach, good win. Looked like we started off, we weren't in sync a little bit, and then we kind of made the adjustments we needed to make in the first half to get the ball into the end zone.
Yeah, we were having a tough time with the pass initially. You know, we haven't seen that in quite some time, playing a lot of run-type teams. We settled down and I think kind of took care of it a little bit defensively. Did a real nice job with the run, made some good adjustments, and I thought our guys played pretty hard, and Andrew in particular had a great game.
Yeah, at the end of the first half, we kind of went back to the pass a little bit, which was kind of a different scenario for us. And then I noticed when we came back out after halftime that we went back to the running game and did what we normally do that got us here and into the championship game with guys like Andrew running the ball up the middle.
Yeah, we right now we've got a good, tough physical football team, good physical offensive line play, good physical running backs, and Andrew did a great job leading the team.
Okay, Andrew, I never saw you before until this year. I didn't get to see very much of you last year, but you stepped in the third game, and you've made an unbelievable contribution running the ball up the middle.
It's easy when you get guys up front blocking like that. I mean, the holes are there. It's just we got to run through them. So without the offensive line, there wouldn't be anything. And it's a great team effort, and got a big game coming up next week.
Yeah, you got a big game, and you're right. I think the offensive line hasn't gotten enough credit for this season. They've really started to open up the holes, but I'll tell you what, I've said it many, many times on the broadcast, I don't think you like to hit the ground.
No, I mean, I never want the first or even second guy to tackle me. It's always a goal I have when I get the ball. And of course, every play you want to try to get to the end zone, but like I said, can't give the line enough credit. You get to the second level, it's really easy with little safeties and corners out there.
Okay, great win, great game, Andrew, and Coach, get these guys ready for the championship game, and good luck next week.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. Thanks for everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, down below.
I guess I'm going to turn it back over to Nessa.
Thank you very much. Nice job.
The Norwich
now, Coach Alurcio. Coach Alurcio, what do you say?
It's all over. We start recruiting and get ready for next year. I tell you what, I wish we start the whole season over again tomorrow because I don't think we can be playing any better than we're playing right now. They've gotten so much better. For us to be at 26-13 going into the fourth quarter against the best team in our conference, you can't say anything more about the quality of our kids and our coaches and what a great job they've all done this year.
You know, I had David Walk on at halftime, President David Walk, and he is so excited still today. You know, the last game of the year, and nothing's changed in his mind about this, and the future is so bright.
Yeah, you know, because of him, everything. I mean, look at the facility, the type of kids that we've been able to recruit in the program, the support that we get. He makes it successful. So, I mean, all we have to do is coach him up and recruit, and we'll be fine. Yeah.
All right. I said halfway through the fourth quarter, and Jack will attest to this, that we needed to get your captain in the end zone for 6.
Yeah, we were going to do that. And, you know, the funny thing is we kind of drew that up on the sideline. We ran a play out of a formation that we already run, and we tagged his route to get him one-on-one, and Mike Jabor did a great job of taking the receiver, the D-backs inside to give him the one-on-one with the linebacker, and we were able to get the touchdown to him. So it's great to be I'm happy for him.
I'm happy for him,
good stuff. Good way to end his career.
Nice job, Coach. And
appreciate it.
You know, get those guys over here. You know, great job.
Appreciate
it. It's a pleasure to know you. Thank you very much. We're happy to have you here. Gentlemen, Shane, how you doing? What a year. I've wanted to talk to you all year, and time sometimes didn't dictate it, but young man, I'm telling you, and Jack, he also feels the same way. You are special, son.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I just try to do everything I can and help my teammates out. We improved so much, by little every game. We're going to be there. So.
One of the things that we talk about is your vision of the field and how you approach a game from the gun or whether you're under center, how you come off the ball and you're always checking down, looking at your receivers. I rode with Coach Grady down to the big game at Maritime, and he talked a lot about how you do that, how your vision dictates what goes on in the field.
Oh, it's just confidence in my teammates being where they need to be. If a play breaks down, they're scrambling with me. That's all I need. They're there for me, so they're the real reason I can complete all the passes and see the vision so good. They make great routes, get cushion on defenders, and hopefully I get the ball to them. They deserve it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Norwich didn't see a passing game quite like yours today, and you guys did a great job on the ball offensively.
Thank you, sir. Yes, we knew they were last in the passing, so we just wanted to come out aggressive and just take it step by step. We're a couple mistakes away from winning that game.
Yeah, a couple of shots in the foot, but that, you know, those things happen. But son, listen, congratulations on a whale of a year. I look forward to next year already. I can't wait. Let's start tomorrow. Good job. Good job. Captain, come on in here, son. And I got to tell you, I was so happy to see you get that 6 points today. That was special.
Yeah, it felt really good. I didn't get very many plays to give to me or anything, but it was just great to actually have the opportunity to catch one in there.
Of course, you played your football at Milton, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I got a great story for you. I was a head coach at a football program down here, and Bobby Hughes was a head coach up at Milton when they first started in 1990. But part of a very special game. So you come from a very special community of football players up there, son.
Yeah, my coach in high school was the best coach I've ever had, besides Coach Lairshio. But yeah, it was just a great experience to play there and here. So.
And you know, you're the senior captain. This is it for you. And you know, what's that feel like today? Kind of bittersweet, I think.
Yeah, it's very. Happy that's got to go out with a bang like that. But I don't know. It's pretty sad. You know, it's all gonna end. Yeah. Football's the life, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you know, good luck to you in the future. It's been a pleasure to have you around, man. I mean, I was so happy to see you get that 6 points today, dude. Very good. All right, take care. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon on campus. All right. Well, Jack, that's what a fine young man right there, and what a way to wrap up a football season here at Castleton Spartan Stadium. And, you know, you didn't have to win this game to be successful. You didn't have to win three games to be successful. It's just about putting it on the football field, and we did that. The Castleton community did that. David Walk, for Coach Lairshio, everybody, just a superb job this year. Let's send this back up to you, and been a pleasure to work with you as well.
All right, Chris, good job. Thank you very much. Again, the final score, the first game for the Maple Sap Bucket going to the Norwich Cadets. Norwich over Castleton, 48-27 here at Spartan Stadium. We started to give you the scoring. Let's just recap quickly. The Spartans actually got on the board first in the first quarter with 12:06 to go in the quarter. 14-yard touchdown pass from Shane Brzezowski to Tyler Carpenter. And that put the Spartans up 6-0. They went 56 yards in 6 plays, 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Louis Robitaille the extra point as the Spartans went up by a score of 7-0. The Cadets came right back with 9:23 to go in the quarter. Andrew Fulford, his first of 3 touchdowns on the afternoon, a 7-yard touchdown run to cut the lead to 7-6. Castleton as the Cadets went 59 yards in 6 plays, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Ryan Kelly, the extra point. That would tie it at 7 apiece. With 2:33 to go in the first quarter, Norwich would score again. Again, it was Andrew Fulford, a 1-yard touchdown run, and that would put the Norwich Cadets up by a score of 13-7. The extra point attempt failed. The score remained 13-7 Norwich. The Cadets went 60 yards in 10 plays, 4 minutes and 19 seconds. That was the score after one. In the second quarter, with 2:44 to go in the half, the Cadets would score again. Kyle Marziotti, a 1-yard touchdown run, and that would put the Cadets up by a score of 19-7. As the Cadets went 89 yards in 13 plays in 6 minutes and 52 seconds. The try for two, no good. That was the score at halftime. Norwich with a 19-7 lead. Norwich came back in the third quarter. 10:21 to go in the quarter. Danny Triplett, a 2-yard touchdown run for the Cadets, and that would make it 25-7. Cadets, as they went 58 yards in 8 plays, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. The Ryan Kelly extra point put the Norwich Cadets up by a score of 26-7. The Spartans would score their second touchdown of the ball game, 5:33 to go in the third quarter. Tyler Carpenter's second touchdown of the game as well, a 3-yard touchdown run, and that would cut the lead to 26-13 Norwich, as the Spartans went 51 yards in 10 plays, 4 minutes and 42 seconds. The 2-point pass play from Brzezowski failed, and it remained Norwich 26 and Castleton 13. That was the score after 3. In the fourth quarter, with 13:23 to go in the game, Andrew Fulford for Norwich, his third touchdown of the game, a 7-yard touchdown run, and that would put the Cadets up by a score of 32-13. Orrin Edkins with the 2-point rush to put the Cadets up by a score of 34-13. The Cadets went 46 yards in 6 plays in 3 minutes and 14 seconds. With 11:41 to go in the game, Norwich would score again. Chris Saburn, a 20-yard touchdown pass to Chris Denton, and that would put the Cadets up by a score of 40-13. Ryan Kelly, the extra point to make it 41-13. Norwich went 31 yards in 4 plays in 1 minute and 28 seconds. With 4:10 to go in the game, Norwich, its final score of the game, Kyle Marziotti, his second touchdown of the game, a 3-yard touchdown run, and that would make it 47-13 Norwich. Ryan Kelly, the extra point, would make it 48-13 Cadets. They went 85 yards in 12 plays, and that in 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Then in the final 2:53, the Spartans would score twice. 2:53 to go in the game, a 22-yard touchdown pass from Shane Brzezowski to Mike Jabor. That would make the score 48-19 in favor of the Cadets, as the Spartans went 68 yards in 4 plays in 1 minute and 13 seconds. Robitaille the extra point. That would make it Norwich 48 and Castleton 20. And with 13 seconds left in the game, a 21-yard touchdown pass from Shane Brzezowski to the senior captain, Randy Babineau. We just heard from Randy a few moments ago. We heard from Shane as well, but Babineau gathering in, and the fans loved it as Babineau ends his career with a touchdown catch. That made it 48-26 Norwich. Robitaille, the extra point, made it 48-27 as the Spartans went 62 yards in 3 plays in 27 seconds, and Norwich wins it by a score of 48-27. And thanks, everybody, for joining us for football here on the Northeast Sports Network and also on Channel 20 on PEGTV. And we thank them for being on board with us as well, and we look forward to a nice relationship coming up at the Spartan Arena, coming up during the hockey season as well. So for Chris Thayer, our producer Adam Largess, also for Jeremy Jackson and Mike Valentine from Channel 20 PEGTV, and also for Mary, Michael, and Katie, I'm Jack Healey, wishing you all a very pleasant good evening from Spartan Stadium. The final again, Norwich 48, Castleton 27. And have a good evening, everybody. Let us check the